more about every stat, every shit, and every star with NHL Edge.
Visit your local Acura dealer for attractive offers on a new vehicle.
What's going on, everybody? John out here with you. It is February 7th, 2024. How's everybody doing out there today? It is the Dallas Stars and the Toronto Maple Leafs. Let's get right into it. The Dallas Stars, they're 31-13-6. Head coach for Peter DeBoer. The lineup sounds like this: Roope, Hintz, Jason Robertson, Wyatt, Johnston, Thomas Harley, Miro, Heiskanen, Matt Duchene, Mason Marchment, Seguin with Esselin, Delling, and Hockenpot. That's Sam Still, Jimmy Benn, Joe Pavelski, Radek Fox, Ty Dellandrea, and Evgeny Dadonov. With Ryan Suter and Joel Hanley. Should be Scott Wedgwood in net. I imagine after the masterful performance that Jake Oettinger put on the Buffalo Sabres coming off the back-to-back, it should be Wedgwood's net, and it'll be a homecoming for him as well. And for the Toronto Maple Leafs, they're 25-15-8, head coach by Sheldon Keefe. They are fourth in the Atlantic. The Dallas Stars are first in the Central. They've just taken it by points percentage and games played over the Colorado Avalanche. But for the Maple Leafs, they are in the first wild card in the East. It's Auston Matthews, Matthew Knies, Mitchell Marner, Morgan Rielly, and TJ Brodie. John Tavares, Bertuzzi, William Nylander with Simon Benoit and Jake McCabe. Max Domi, Noah Gregor, Nicholas Robertson with Pontus Holmberg, Bob Buchanan, Ryan Reeves, Mark Giordano, and Timothy Liljegren will be the back-end defense. Ilya Samsonov will get one more start for the Toronto Maple Leafs. He's been good of late. Again, the numbers on the side for Ilya Samsonov don't sound all that great at 8-4-6, 335 goals against, 879 save percentage, and a pair of shutouts. But he has been really good of late. The only problem with the Maple Leafs is not winning 3 of the last 4, because that's good. And with 2 wins against the Jets thrown in, I will give them a pass for All-Star Weekend on that side. They came back from the first game with the New York Islanders the other day. They lost the season series, went 0-1-2. So thankful the Maple Leafs won't play the Islanders anymore. But the problem with the Maple Leafs is this: they've lost 6 of their last 8 games at Scotiabank Arena. It is a back-to-back against the Dallas Stars for Dallas on that side. So Toronto probably comes into a must-win situation and probably finds that boost on a tired team against a back-to-back. But still, 6 out of 8 losses at home recently for the Maple Leafs. And Sheldon Keefe, they've mentioned it. Before, he never used to call out his team. Now he has been of late, especially with the effort. I know Matthew Knies has struggled, Bertuzzi, Domi, Ryan Reeves, all those signings there for the GM for the Toronto Maple Leafs, and Brad Treliving, former Calgary Flames GM on that side. But still, maybe they're not finding ways to use certain players correctly. I believe that to be the case more so than most, because with Bertuzzi, what he's done with the Red Wings, what he did in the trade deadline for the Boston Bruins, it just doesn't make any sense. Ilya Samsonov 3-1-0, 9.42 save percentage in the last 4 times. So they just jumped right into this puck, and we're going to go ahead and get into this play-by-play. I hope you guys have a good one today. On this one, it'll be the last of 3 streams in a row until we get to the Saturday side of a duel in the D between Michigan and Michigan State. So let's get into it. So this is the Toronto Maple Leafs trying to go right to left, and there'll be an opportunity now for Nylander as this is pushed ahead for Bertuzzi, trying to go ahead and finish his check. The Dallas Stars are on the road again for the 2nd straight game off the back-to-back. They had a masterful performance from Oettinger against the Buffalo Sabres, as we mentioned. A Bertuzzi chance brushed away by Wedgwood with the stick. And now Jason Robertson will try to go ahead and find this as this is picked up and goes into the players' bench. 19-11 left to go in the first. 7-2-1 in the last 10 are the Dallas Stars. And they're showing Wedgwood right here. Again, we didn't get a chance to see his numbers, but in the notes on the side of it, I'll go ahead and put those up for you on that side. 2-0-1 in the last 4, 9-27, and 2-0-2. It's been good, but 13-4-4 on the season with a 298, 899 save percentage. So only the save percentage needs a little bit of a boost, but the record and everything else is good. Roope Hintz. We'll get this one back across as Dallas will try to play this one in across the red line now. It's a top line with Robo and Wyatt Johnston out there as this is spun around the embankment to Mitchell Marner. And then played ahead now as this is picked off by Dallas and dumped in across the red line now. take a look at Auston Matthews and Mitch Marner on the top line, as it's Matthew Nyes, who's pinned against the boards. Picked up now for Marner, trying to get this one off the backhand. Mark Giordano, third line defense for Toronto, gets his shot blocked, and Dallas will get an opportunity to pick it back up. Max Domi and Sam Steele will go ahead and try to battle for this as Giordano gets pinned against the wall, and this is intercepted here for the Maple Leafs, and Domi able to fire this one in. Domi again played against his former club. He was on Dallas season. Now he's with Toronto. Joe Pavelski will go ahead and try to fire this in from 70. He'll pick it back up. Nice play in between the legs from the captain, Jamie Benn, but it's intercepted now by Mitchell Marner, and we'll get this one to the blue line side before it gets picked off here for Dallas. Now on the backhand, try to shovel it toward the net. Another one hits off the outside of the post for Joe Pavelski. He was that close to getting the first goal of the game. 17:35 left to go on this first. There's a touch pass, a couple setups there from Lindell and Yanni Hakanpää to step the forward for another shot that gets blocked. Miro Heiskanen now. We'll go ahead and try to find this off the backhand as Reddick Fox at the fourth line for Peter DeBoer's squad. Ty Dellandrea draws in the lineup. Haven't seen much of that on that side, as this is tried to throw back the defense, but Dallas will have to pick this back up in their own end with Wedgwood. And they'll look to start again, as this is played in off the backhand for Lindell and Harley. Harley now for Heiskanen. We'll go ahead and get this one ahead. Too far for Ty Dellandrea. No matter, he's going to go ahead and take his change. As he's picked up across the red line now, Ryan Reeves was out there. Tyler Seguin with the theft, and a short wrister gets stopped by the left pad of Ilya Samsonov. Samsonov now will stop it with the stick, as it's Morgan Rielly alongside for Brody. Flipped all the way down. This will be blown dead against the Leafs. 16:39 from the first. They cannot change as they've iced the puck. And Dallas, you get a chance to see Miro Heiskanen just a few games back from the injury, able to use those elite edges and go left and right on that side to keep the agility. Able to keep it alive on the blue line for a backhand chance that almost handcuffs Samsonov, and then a screen in front from Benoit. And Jimmy Benn gets away with a cross check there, no doubt about it. As Hakanpää. This one will go all the way down the ice again, but Wedgwood will play it with the stick. And Dallas now will try to go left to right again. They get the victory green top with the road whites and the black pants mixed with the green striping as they go offsides. The Maple Leafs in the all blue and white at home at Scotiabank Arena. As we take a look at Peter DeBoer. 31-13-6 this season, 4-0-2 on a second night of a back-to-back, so they have not lost a game in a back-to-back in regulation this year. Wyatt Johnston will go ahead and take the draw, but since he gets kicked out, they bring in Roope in, so it's going to work out well for the Stars. But Johnny T gets it here. John Tavares able to win this one, and now it's William Nylander. For Bertuzzi, here's a soft wrister that gets partially blocked, but it's closed with a 5-hole by Wedgwood. Toronto trying to go ahead and pick this one up again. They should have the fresher legs with Dallas, who's off the back-to-back, but it was the All-Star portion of it. It's hosted in Toronto. I'm sure there was a lot of media availability duties for the Toronto Maple Leafs to have to get done on that side too. As this is picked up now, Yanni Hakanpää, somebody gets their face shoved into the glass as William Nylander able to find it. McCabe will try to push this one ahead. And now Bertuzzi getting busy and behind the net of Wedgwood, able to try to get this alive for a moment. It pinballs off a couple skates, and Dallas able to come away with it now. As Jason Robertson will clear from about 120. Robertson now trying to pin against the wall as this is picked up here for Sam Steele. And now Joe Pavelski. It's been a definite mix of the lines here for Peter DeBoer, as this is now recollected here for the Maple Leafs off the backhand. As trying to finish a hit was Matthew Nyes, but Max Domi able to elude it and a pickup across the neutral zone here for Mitchell Marner, as he's got it. Flip it back across for Auston Matthews to Morgan Rielly. Morgan Rielly loses the puck, but here's Timothy Liljegren now. Off his backhand, Liljegren able to make the forehand pass. Here's a good spin for Marner. Marner patient as he works it in behind for number 34. Auston Matthews, Nyes trying to come in together and find the puck, but it eludes both Matthews and Nyes as it falls all the way down to Morgan Rielly. And the defensive zone shots are one apiece 14:30 left to go in this first. Not a lot of action here offensively. Nicholas Robertson gets hit in the head. That's definitely got to be a penalty. It looked like it could have been a high stick to the back of the head. And the Toronto Maple Leafs are going to go to the power play. No doubt about it. Hanley's going to go to the box. Joel Hanley, the third line defense, got Robertson in the back of the head. Nicholas Robertson on that side. The brothers playing against each other on different teams. Jason Robertson for the Dallas Stars, Nicholas Robertson for the Toronto Maple Leafs. So Maple Leafs get their first power play. You got the top line for Matthews and Nylander out there right now. We'll see what they can do. You got Mitchell Marner as well. Morgan Rielly will probably be the back end defense that'll be there. Usually 4 forwards and 1 D-man. So John Tavares will take this draw. He can't win it again. He's 0 for 2 on draws right now. Be an opportunity for Roddick Fox to go ahead and send it all the way down. The Leafs power play 25%, which is 8th, and 82.7% is 8th for the Dallas penalty kills. So 2 top 10 units today on this side. Morgan Rielly here for Marner, and now number 34, Auston Matthews. We'll drop it back to Mitchell as he'll try to gain the entry here. Auston Matthews, nonetheless, everybody was crowded up at the blue line. It's Nylander now striding across the left side blue line, working his way to a forehand near the left circle. It's Marner. Marner now trying to drop this one back to Willie as he'll get this across for Morgan Rielly. Auston Matthews near the right circle gets his pass blocked. He will get it back as this is picked up now to the left side dot for William Nylander. Nylander now for Marner near the left circle. Here's a cross pass. It bounced off a Dallas stick and goes harmlessly wide. Still near the left dot. It's Nylander. He's patient now for Morgan Rielly. Sets up the 1-T, and it goes back in the net. Mitchell Marner was there for a screen, but William Nylander is going to get the goal. Wedgwood never saw it, and the Toronto Maple Leafs have a 1-0 lead. That was a beautiful design there and great puck possession. Dallas, they were hemmed in their own end. It was as simple as you like there for Nylander as he was patient off the pass across from Rielly. He gets the 1-T, and Marner was there obstructing the vision, but that was deposited right toward the top left corner and in, and Toronto draws first blood in this game. Again, I think for Toronto, as we said going into it, they've lost 6 of the last 8 at Scotiabank. They're playing a team off the back-to-back. I think this is set up to be a slam dunk for the Toronto Maple Leafs to go ahead and win this game, but that is why we watch on that side. You got 2 other ones on TNT, and I'm covering the one that's not. As this is picked up now off the forehand a couple times. Seguin near the outside of the post. It's Matt Duchene. Now for Tyler Seguin. We'll get this back to D now. Duchene tries to get a touch pass in Toronto with a series of pinball passes back in their own end. That'll be an opportunity now for Simon Benoit to go ahead and pick this one up. Long outstretched pass and through the neutral zone. Try to get recollected by Dallas as Seguin tries to finish his check. And Miro Heiskanen now will flip it back for Thomas Harley, who's worked his way from a third-line defense all the way to the top-line side of it as they move down Ryan Suter, the third line, as you expect they would. He's getting a little long in the tooth. As this picked up across the back end, a huge hit here for the Maple Leafs. Staple gun one of the Stars against the boards, but that was clean. And now Harley will go ahead and get this away for Jason Robertson. His wrister goes off the stick of Giordano. Up and out of play. We'll take a break. The first shot of the goal of the game for the Maple Leafs goes in. Willie Nylander on the power play. 1-0 Leafs.
These are my tissue box covers.
Remember, tissues come in all boxes. It's important for young homeowners to let go of the things, turn them into their parents. There we go. All right, who's next? I've been holding on to these pieces of crown molding because you never know when you're going to need it. I do. And it's never. It can be a lot for that. You still want me to come up? I do not. Okay.
Progressive Kansas City are becoming your parents, but we Kansas City will be about lawn auto with us.
Empty tubs of butter are for recycling, not for my leftovers.
That's a big one, people.
You can make money the hard way as a bullfighter or a human cannonball, or save money the easy way with Xfinity Mobile. Existing customers can get a free line of our most popular unlimited plan for a year. Not only will you save hundreds, but you'll also be joining millions of connected to America's most reliable 5G network. Sure, a lot safer than becoming a stuntman for money. Get a free line of unlimited intro for a year when you buy one unlimited line. Plus, get the new Samsung Galaxy S24 on us.
At Honda, we've chased down a lot of dreams, each one leading to the next. All the way to our latest. Introducing the all-new, all-electric Honda Prologue.
A pretty night in Toronto with checkerboard floors, running on horseback. I think keep going. Stars trailed the Toronto Maple Leafs here early in this one. Which has been a problem for the Stars this season. They give up the first goal. They have the second best record in the National Hockey League at 14-10-2. And the Leafs, despite scoring first, have lost some games. Not like they're bulletproof after opening the way they have here tonight. What a bomb from Nylander. Stars steal it. Jason Robertson hits and it's kicked.
So right in off the break, Jason Robertson gets the steal, and Samsonov makes a left pad save. It stays in the zone for the Stars. They've just been scored on by Willie Nylander in the power play. Gives the Maple Leafs a 1-0 lead. The shots are just 2 apiece. With 11:50 left to go in the first, other than that goal, there really hasn't been much to separate these teams defensively right now. And for the Leafs, you would expect them to have a little bit more energy considering Dallas on the back-to-back. So this will be Auston Matthews for Morgan Rielly. Auston Matthews was all the way back in his own end to get that pass out there and dig the puck out. Always good to see for number 34. He's one of the best two-way players as well. As this is Sam Steele trying to funnel this toward the net off the backhand from right to left. And now work them behind it. As this is Robertson trying to pick this one up. Now Robo will get this back to his defense, and this will bounce up in the air as it was bounced off and nice. Picked up by Steele again. This is a yeoman shift for the Dallas Stars. Here's another wrister here for Robo. It will get blocked, put in around the inboards now as Morgan Rielly goes ahead and tries to finish his check. And Auston Matthews can't get it out. This is bounced up a couple times. Joe Pavelski trying to get this one. Jamie Benn gets it back to his defense. It bounced off Samsonov. The whole right side of the net was open. Right at his left pad near the left post. 10:45 left to go in the first. John, are you with me on the call? We're at Scotiabank Arena in Toronto. It's the Dallas Stars and Toronto Maple Leafs. 3 straight streams and 3 straight days. But we do have a significant college hockey matchup, a duel in the D, Michigan State, coming up on Saturday. So I'll be away for a couple days until then. Timothy Liljegren, as he gets dispossessed and toward the right side corner. Couple series of cross checks here. They'll get away from it. There is Benoit. Picked up for Roddick Fox to try to shoot this thing through traffic in Toronto. Try to find it. It's Max Domi. It's a rolling puck. We'll see who's going to get to it first as the Toronto Maple Leafs try to go ahead and pick this one up with Pontus Holmberg. It's Roddick Fox the other way. A wrist shot gets blocked nicely into the body. And Toronto might have numbers here. Noah Gregor with John Tavares, but a late arriving Miro Heiskanen will cancel off that play as we're past the halfway point of the first. Miro uses the embankment off the boards as it bounces at Jake McCabe. Ben Wall will take a look. John Tavares set up off the backhand. He tried to find Nylander, but he probably should have shot that one. As Dallas will go ahead and give chase. It's Matt Duchene. He loses the puck, but Dallas forces the steal. Duchene fumbled the pass, and then he gets absolutely elbowed in the chops. As John Tavares will use his body to shield the puck. Good late arriving forecheck here for the Dallas Stars. They keep it in the zone. It's been a good physical contest here early. Jake McCabe almost loses it in front of the net. And now Tyler Seguin will try to pick it back up. There's a penalty against the Leafs. Things were getting real crazy and behind the net of Ilya Samsonov on that side. We take a break. Dallas goes to the power play.
9:06 left in the first.
Visit your local Acura dealer for attractive offers on new vehicles.
What even is this?
Thanks, Rose. Dennis, when you bundle your home or renters with your auto, Progressive provides 24/7 protection for almost everything you own. But do you really need my reader too? It's for my snatched waist. Dog tape lounger, foot treadmill, my Tuesday salad, corset with skirt, hyperbaric oxygen therapy chamber. I can't live without oxygen. Solid road coffee machine, lake week and bed. Really? Can Progressive cover that too? Yes, but hi, Jennifer. Is my voice on TV right now?
My name's Brian Kaplan, and because of TikTok, I have the power to educate people and hopefully save lives. When my son Brian died in a drunk driving accident, I put out a video about it to try to stop young people from drinking and driving.
No other family has to go through what we did.
TikTok has the power to change society. I think that's where the power of TikTok lies. If you save one person, that's one more person that can change the world too, right?
Getting the break here, we'll go across the short NHL scoreboard, and if there is any notable NBA trades, we'll try to take a look at that list during the break.
The 5D men after that, they're down to 4 players on the ice, and Jason Robertson will go to work. He's had a robust start to this game tonight. Forechecking. He's the Stars' leader.
So Dallas, checking back in from the break, is going to go to the power play. Jason Robertson leads the team in power play points with 17 of his 50. And we will see if the Dallas Stars can draw even here against the Maple Leafs as we're under 9 minutes to go in the first. I think we're right at 8:50 right now once the score chyron picks back up on the Bally Sports West feed. As this is sent around the end boards here for Miro Heiskanen. He'll look to get it started. Joe Pavelski picked this one up off the backhand. Pavelski trying to send it for Jimmy Benn. It's Robo with the shot. This is sent with the left pad of Samsonov as it's the captaincy in Benn. Just kept in by Heiskanen. Robertson with another chance. This one blocked by Willie Nylander. Heiskanen will ride the right side faceoff circle. Robertson now to Benn. Ben patiently stick handle. He'll just leave a soft drop for Robertson back to Ben. And that was a forced pass to Roope Hintz from Ben. Not a good one. And this is flipped back down the ice. Maple Leafs shorthanded 136 times, third fewest in the NHL. I know that will speak to a lot of referee inconsistencies or biases at that side. Matt Duchene, I couldn't help myself. As this is sent around the end boards here from Miro Heiskanen, Tyler Seguin into the traffic. Marchment was there, but it bounced off him. It didn't hit Samsonov. Seguin one more time. He'll take a high risk shot. That one had looks of going in the top right corner. And in the last 4 games, the Maple Leafs have killed 10 straight penalties. That courtesy of Bally Sports Southwest. Thomas Harley will go ahead and send this one back for Wyatt Johnston. Second power play unit out there now with Matt Duchene, who's had another resurgent year. This is nicely intercepted. Don't know if this is going to spring a break. It's Matthew Nyes, backhand. He can't get his shot off, but he did effectively kill time. He's still got the puck right now as it's dropped for Mitch Marner and sent all the way back down the ice. So that'll work out for the Maple Leafs. And now if they want to, they can just fire this all the way down the zone. Mark Giordano, he's got it. As it's Marner, we'll play this one off a forehand and leave it here for Auston Matthews. And that's going to say goodbye to the Dallas power play. Here is a long flip. And across the red line side, Dallas will intercept. But because of the hybrid icing, they cannot change. 7 minutes left to go in the first. So Mitch Marner was able to get a little bit of razor ray, the little sweep check there as he threw that out there from Marner there to Matthew Nyes. He was forced in off the backhand side of it. Didn't have an opportunity to get much space to get a shot off, but still Wedgwood was able to stand his ground. He's given up 1. He saved 2 of 3. 66% save percentage so far, and 5 saves for Ilya Samsonov. With 7 minutes left to go in the first, when you get a center ice draw. Auston Matthews will win it, but this will be played from an outstretched stick for Dallas. They could have something right off the draw. They elected not to pass to Ty Nylander right down the middle. Roddick Foxa will take the wrister, and that will be held by Samsonov. Probably would want to try to take that pass there because there was nobody picking up that middle, especially off the draw. There wouldn't have been time to rotate. Ilya Samsonov, I think, has benefited from this time off, especially on that side. He's looking pretty good of late, as we said over the last 3 games. His save percentage is in the 930s. He spent some time in the AHL with the Toronto Marlies before coming back up, and he's been really good since he's returned. 4-3-3, 314, 880 since being. That was before he got recalled. Not over the last couple, at least. As this is sent around the end boards. It'll be a rolling puck, stopped by Wedgwood. He's going to slow it down. He does not play this clean. As this is picked up now for Auston Matthews. You try to get it right to Max Domi. The robotic Foxa was there to try to get away from any inadvertent danger. As this is picked up now for Morgan Rielly. At least I thought it would be, but he's going to be up the back seat and find it now. There's 6:10 left to go in the first. Shots on goal remain 6-4, but it's the lone goal for William Nylander on the power play that has given the Leafs the lead. That's where we are in the first. Nylander now. He's got it near the right circle. His chance gets deflected off a couple sticks. Here's a good centering pass. And this will be Morgan Rielly with his wrister getting blocked as John Tavares will throw the reverse body blow. That was another good look for Rielly, but he just missed the spot to be in the middle of the slot. This is sent back down from Morgan off his backhand. And this will have to be quickly picked up now for Tyler Bertuzzi. Bertuzzi trying to get away from a couple stick lifts, and Dallas was right there, holding on the right side wall near the players' bench. They'll find a steal. Rielly will take a long flip. This might work out for John Tavares. Wedgwood comes out to play it, but only just brushes it. And Tavares almost had a clear scoring chance. 5:16 left to go in the first. I think we're going to get another penalty against the Dallas Stars, but we'll get clarification when we come back.
Hello, welcome to the race again. I'm really such a good listener, Thomas. It makes me feel so special.
You are special. If you don't mind, if you could just.
This makes me feel really special too, because Discover's giving me cash back on debit, not just credit.
Actually, Discover gives cash back on debit to everyone.
Everybody?
Everyone. If you could just.
What about Debbie John? All those years that I couldn't find my bike, it was in her garage. Like, she gets it.
If she has discovered cashback debit, then yeah.
Introducing Discover Cashback Debit, a checking account with cashback for everyone.
Visit your local Acura dealer for attractive offers on a new vehicle.
My name's Heiskanen, and because of TikTok, I have the power to educate people and hopefully save lives. When my son Brian died in a drunk driving accident, I put out a video about it to try to stop young people from drinking and driving.
No other family has to go through what we did.
TikTok has the power to change society, and I think that's where the power of TikTok lies. If you save one person, that's one more person that can change the world too, right?
Live sports. Change Bertuzzi in there. Same call, a high sticking penalty. And the Stars trying to level things with the Nylander power play goal. And it would behoove them to start with the puck here, which they didn't on the last one. Joe Pavelski is their leader in power play goals with 9. He'll hit double digits. I'll do the math for you if he gets another one. He'll also be a 20-goal scorer again in his career. 2 birds, right? Yes.
So here is a recorrect here on this side. Tyler Bertuzzi at the 14:44 mark. It's a high sticking call against Miro Heiskanen. So the second power play for the Dallas Stars, kind of opening the door. Robo, Heiskanen, Pavelski. Here's a cross pass. Roope hits, and he puts it right in the net. It took 8 seconds on the second power play for the Dallas Stars, and they have drawn this game even. Tic-tac-toe on that side, so we'll take this right in off the draw. Picked up now by Robertson, sent back from Heiskanen, extra touch pass, Pavelski, and then Hintz finishes it right off, just tic-tac-toe passing, and in the back of the net. And Roope hits with a pretty goal on that side. Maybe even Joe Pavelski as well. We'll see who gets the credit for it. Jamie Benn, Joe Pavelski, Roope Hintz. Jamie Benn, I think, is the one that's going to put it in, actually. in near the circles, as Hintz was right there, but they showed him with his hands up in the air first. So I believe the captaincy, Jamie Benn, is going to get the goal on the power play. So plus minus isn't going to change at all. Each of the last 2 goals in the power play, just his 9th of the season. Much different than it was last year when Jamie Benn was kind of leading the team. As this is sent around now for Willie Nylander. John Tavares will go ahead and pick it up. So a pair of goals on the power play. Jamie Benn's going to get his 9th. From Joe Pavelski and Jason Robertson, so just light up the scoreboard there. 4:30 left in the first. On the score Chiron on the ESPN side, we're watching the Bally Sports Southwest feed. John here with you on the call. As it is Willie Nylander and Jamie Benn both on the power play. Picked up now a couple times for Mason Marchment. As this is spun in and around the net, the Maple Leafs will find it. It'll be Benoit with his pass. It was a little slow, but Auston Matthews is there trying to break right down the middle. Was Holmberg, Pontus Holmberg of all people, and that was taken away with the stick shaft on that side off of a long foot. Toronto able to pick it up now with Timothy Liljegren. Liljegren trying to stutter step his way into the right circle, as this is Wyatt Johnston. Hard off the embankment near the left side red line. Recollected it for Roope Hintz. First line off for Peter DeBoer's squad. As Robo gets his pass deflected. This will go back to D along the wall. Miro Heiskanen looking for the deflection, as Wyatt Johnston was there, but he couldn't find his stick. Now it'll be an opportunity for Matthew Nyes, top line for Sheldon Keefe squad. Matthew Nyes has struggled a little bit of late. Auston Matthews, he's a 40-goal scorer, and he's going to be a lot more. He's probably going to get to 60, as this is Nyes now. He gets hit pretty good by Jason Robertson, gets dispossessed of the puck as this is sent down in Dallas's end. Here for Thomas Harley. Harley has it. Played this off his forehand. Now still with it, the 6'7" defenseman. Here's a backhanded pass, but that doesn't find anybody there for Matt Duchene, as he would have had a wide open break. Now Giordano gets swallowed up by a hit. Radek Faksa will come together as well, as this will be another rush of getting Dadonov scores! What a sweet move! He blew past the defense, played the stick handle between his legs, and Dallas has the lead. The 4th liner of Gany Dadonov again. I think that's a luxury now at this point over the last couple of years to have him as a bottom 6 forward. He just destroys Jake McCabe, puts him in a coffin, and scores the goal on that side because he blew right past the single stick handle, and Jake McCabe looked like he was in a washer and dryer on that side, getting spun all around, and Evgeny Dadonov makes the Maple Leafs pay, and they pan immediately to Sheldon Keefe, and his facial reaction said it all. 2:35 left to go in this first. Pair of goals now for the Dallas Stars. Can they do something off this back-to-back and win both games? They've just taken the top spot in the Central. He ends a 7-game goalless skid. Another chance, and this is swatted down and held by Ilya Samsonov. 2:21 left to go in the first. As we get a commercial half and half here for the Dallas Stars. So Evgeny Dadonov and Jamie Benn have the goals here in the first. It was an opening goal for Willie Nylander, but off the back-to-back, Dallas has looked good so far. Try to get another offensive zone draw. They'll kick Jamie Benn out of the circle for a violation. They'll bring in Sam Steele. They could have elected to put in Joe Pavelski, but this is Benoit. We'll have it now, as this will be picked back up now for Noah Gregor in his zone then. Max Domi gets dispossessed of the puck and now sent around for Hanley. Again, for me, being a Red Wings fan, if I see Toronto lose another game in regulation, I would definitely take that. Try to backhand this. Did Sam Steele off the backside of Samsonov, but no dice there. Again, I wouldn't expect Toronto to be able to take this one lying down, because if they go 7 of the last 9 losses at Scotiabank, these guys pay a lot of money to watch the Leafs play in Toronto, and there's going to be some boos. Morgan Rielly will go ahead and get a chance to pick this one up now. If his outstretched pass from 40 for John Tavares, he's going to be a free agent at the end of the year. This puck goes up on a play 135 up to go in the first. Just 4 shots on goal here for the Maple Leafs in this first. Being on shot, 9-4. Again, in his 5th season, 25-15-8 record this season, 2-6 in the last home games, as we've said. That is very un-Maple Leafs-like, especially in the regular season. Playoffs have been a completely different story. Again, they were able to win a first-round series against the Lightning for the first time, winning a first-round series since 2004. I was in 11th grade at that time as John Tavares. We'll go ahead and pick this one up now. Morgan Rielly. We'll go ahead and send this around the end boards. Rielly with a shot. This one goes wide near the right side post, and it'll go all the way back. TJ Brody, John Tavares, Willie Nylander now near the left circle, trying to buy his way to the middle of the slot after spin and turn pivot near the right side, still with it. Nylander was working really hard. He forces the steal, now trying to play this off his skates. He's been the best Maple Leaf so far, and not because he scored a goal. He's actually shown a pulse. As it's McCabe. Send this one back now. 40 seconds left to go in the first. McCabe will play crisscross on the pass from Simon Benoit. Here's a lazy turnover, 2-on-1. Johnston shoots, and this will be saved with the right pad. Ilya Samsonov. Robertson. Here's an opportunity for Harley. This is swallowed up by Samsonov here. 26.4 left to go in the first. Shots are 10-4 for the Stars. Off a couple steals there, they get a couple chances. And Ilya, he might have saved that one with the left pad. It also might have grazed the crossbar for Wyatt Johnston. So sometimes if you're a goaltender, that's your best friend is the post. That's what they've always said. And that was pretty good for Wyatt, the youngster. So Toronto will get this off a defensive zone draw. Pick it back up now. Matthew Nyes. Top lines out there now. 15 seconds left to go in the first. Tyler Landry on the fourth line for Peter DeBoer's squad. As it's Marner. Now Matthews as this falls to Rielly down to 5 seconds left to go in this first. This will be dumped in across the red line. Dallas will be content to hold the puck, and they will take a 2-1 lead into the dressing room. Jamie Benn and Evgeny Dadonov get the goals. It is Willie Nylander for Toronto, 2-1 after one. Lead for Dallas off the back-to-back. Come right back. We'll call the second period.
Tons of energy early on. Build a lead. Try to take it home. That's what the Stars have here after 20 minutes tonight. Seeing that again here tonight. And a lot of teams playing on the second game of a back-to-back spot. Tons of energy early on. Build a lead. Try to take it home. That's what the Stars have here after 20 minutes tonight.
So the Maple Leafs strike first. Nylander from Rielly on the back.
Live sports. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive articles and tools.
Your record label is taking off, but so is your sound engineer. You need to hire.
Indeed.
Indeed you do. Indeed Instant Match instantly delivers quality candidates matching your job description.
Competition's never been better. Spectacular stars have never been brighter. That's our blue. Women's college hoops on ESPN and ABC. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the time of the greatest.
The rush to the playoffs. The biggest games. The biggest stage. The Stanley Cup Final returns on ABC and ESPN Plus.
The competition's never been better. The stars have never been brighter. There's no stopping us now. This is just spectacular. That's our movie. Women's college hoops on ESPN and ABC.
The Stanley Cup Final on ABC and ESPN Plus.
I'm Grant Carter here. And let me tell you something. It's conference season time, which means it's time to get ESPN Plus. That's where you can find your favorite teams and conferences. So get in the game and stream now.
Women's college hoops on ESPN and ABC.
Live sports. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive articles and tools. Top leagues and tournaments. Best stories in sports. On ESPN Plus. Live sports. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive articles and tools. Top leagues and tournaments. Best.
A bad first period for the Dallas Stars as we dive into our Jack in the Box intermission report from Scotia.
So just getting all the goals typed in and getting the reset on that side. It's a 2-1 lead. And the first intermission for the Dallas Stars over the Toronto Maple Leafs. Let me go ahead and get you your stats and particulars and duplicate this box score and give this up here momentarily. So shots on goal, 11-4 for Dallas. Hits, very physical game so far, 15-11 for Dallas. Face-offs,
Toronto is a team that can get a little jittery when they have the puck on their half of the ice. Dallas certainly tried
9-7 for Toronto.
From that opening frame, as Sammy said, it was the opening goal belonging to the Toronto Maple Leafs. You certainly don't want to load up their power play, but that is
Power play is 1 for 1 for Toronto and 1 for 2 for Dallas. As we said, both teams coming into this game.
You're dragging the defensive coverage to one side and you move it back. And right there, that big bomb, Wedgwood, no chance with bodies in front. 63rd point of the year for Nylander. He leads the Maple Leafs in that.
Both teams coming into this game 8th on special teams. So your first goal, we'll get this one reset, 6:34. William Nylander blasts a one-timer on the left circle. He was set up from a Morgan Rielly pass. Dallas out of the break gets a robo steal and forces Samsonov to make a save, and then immediately gets a power play. They don't score on the first one. They will score on the second one. A Bertuzzi high stick is the one that draws pay dirt.
This little bump pass right here. The key here is the little bump away from the defender. Because Jamie Benn is a left-handed shot, you put it in his wheelhouse, he's able to shoot it quickly. 9th of the season for the captain, and Stars won down. Toronto is a team that
Bertuzzi high stick against Miro Heiskanen. And then Dallas, 14:52. It took them 8 seconds on their second power play. A face-off win. Miro Heiskanen moves a pass in front of the net. And tic-tac-toe goes in the slot. Roope, Hintz, Joe Pavelski, Jamie Benn. They scored a tie at 1 at 14:52, and then at 17:23, Toronto turns the puck over, and Evgeny Dadonov absolutely destroys McCabe on an inside-out move. He gets completely turned around with the stick, and Evgeny Dadonov deposits the wrist shot in close, scores a pretty goal against Samsonov, and that is where your score line is after one period. Dallas has a 2-1 lead. At the end of one, we're scoreless. Again, we only have 3 games tonight on the NHL slot. It's 3 straight streams for me. I was hoping to make up for last week when I couldn't get on any of these streams. Jonathan Quick is going to get back-to-back starts. He stopped 6-6. Andre Vasilevsky 5-5 as the Bolts and the Blue Shirts are tied at nothing. The late game on TNT will be 9:30 p.m., and that is not much to watch because, again, Connor Bedard's still injured, but it is the Blackhawks at home taking on the Minnesota Wild. That is going to be probably a snooze fest game. I would recommend not tuning into that one, and that is me saying it as a full NHL fan. So this NBA trade deadline recap, I don't want to go back too far, but just to refresh myself nonetheless, I know it's going to sound far. So December 30th, the Knicks get OG Anunoby from the Raptors. It was OG, Precious Achiuwa, and Malachi Flynn. The Raptors got RJ Barrett, Emmanuel Quickly, and a second-round pick via Detroit, which they owned. January 14th, the Pistons land Danilo Gallinari in a multiplayer deal with the Wizards. It's Gallinari and Mike Muscala. The Wizards got Marvin Bagley III, Isaiah Livers in a couple of seconds. I can't believe they got that much for that side, and they would even give that up. We'll fast forward. The Indiana Pacers, January 17th. They got a huge deal. Pascal Siakam, let me try that again, with the Toronto Raptors. Pascal Siakam and a future second for the Pacers, and the Toronto Raptors, they get a haul. Bruce Brown, Jordan Nwora, Kira Lewis Jr., who was already traded a couple times, and 3 firsts, 2 in 2024, 1 in 2026. They might be pick swaps as well. We will note that if it comes to be the case in the trade deadline tomorrow. Miami Heat acquired Terry Rozier in exchange for Kyle Lowry. The Hornets get Kyle Lowry in a first. Miami gets Terry Rozier. Seems like a pretty clean trade for the Heat on that side as Kyle Lowry's on his downside. February 1st, we're in the 7th right now. The Houston Rockets acquired Steven Adams for Victor Oladipo and picks. So Steven Adams was hurt. He's going to go to the Houston Rockets. Victor Oladipo, he will go to Memphis for 3 second-round picks. Detroit Pistons get Simone Fontecchio in a trade with the Jazz. It's Fontecchio for Kevin Knox in a second-round pick and draft rights to Gabriel Procida, the Italian product. They liked him, but I guess they didn't like him enough. They'll get Fontecchio for some outside shooting. If they do this just to get this and not re-sign him, then that trade doesn't make much sense. Xavier Tillman goes to the Memphis Grizzlies. He goes from the Grizzlies to the Celtics. Grizzlies get Lamar Stevens and 2 seconds in 2027 and 2030. So kind of throwaways there for Tillman. Tillman's kind of like 6.5 points, 6.5 rebounds. The latest trade, Monte Morris gets healthy, plays a couple games for the Pistons. He's gone. Shake Milton and Troy Brown Jr. go to Detroit. So Shake Milton and Troy Brown Jr. and a 2030 second rounder for Monte Morris. So a bunch of nothing for a bunch of nothing for the Pistons a few times. And we'll see what else they'll do at the deadline tomorrow. Killian Hayes wants out. He wants more playing time. I think that's understandable on that side because Jaden Ivey's probably the future. And when you think about Troy Weaver on that side, at least for me locally, I know the majority of the blame goes on Tom Gores with the way that he completely just sabotaged this team, and I will grant you that. But for Troy Weaver, look, you give him credit for the picks for Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Russell Westbrook on OKC, but then any dum-dum would be able to make those picks on the first-round side of it, correct? I mean, it's about what you do when you have second-round picks. It's like when the Denver Nuggets get Nikola Jokic on that side, when the Bucks get Giannis Antetokounmpo, when they got him late in the first round when anyone else could have had him. Those are the types of picks that get you paid as a GM, not the surefire ones when you have the top pick. I don't think Troy Weaver's done a good job. When you think about the last few years, especially, I talked about it during the State of the Union address to Detroit Sports in the summertime. And you think about Isaiah Stewart, you think about Killian Hayes, and Sadiq Bey, right? Sadiq Bey was a good player. He gets moved on from the Atlanta Hawks. Killian Hayes, I like him as a defensive piece, but he might not be more than just a guy off the bench. And Isaiah Stewart's a poor man's Ben Wallace, and that's been very unkind to Ben Wallace. But not players going forward that really move the needle. And that was when Troy Weaver first took the job, moved up to get 3 picks in the first round, and really none of them were all that great. And the only other piece he had to show for it is when they bombed in the draft to be able to get Cade Cunningham. They were fortunate enough to get the first pick, but then when they had the worst record last year, they fell to 5th and got a Sar Thompson, and they're not really proceeding his development. I know some of that could be on Monty Williams, but I really don't think Troy Weaver's done a great job. I wouldn't be sad if he left on that side. I don't think the Pistons have enough cojones to do it. That's just me. I think the trade deadline, I will watch a little bit of that tomorrow on that side and catch up late. I don't think there's going to be anything really to hit on that side because James Harden's already moved to the Clippers, and now all of a sudden the Clippers look really good. Let me do this, though, as we're in the break, and then I will shut up and stop talking, and I'll leave it for the second quarter and try to save the pipes because it's been 3 straight days. But let's just look at this really quickly. So the ESPN NBA standings, where are we at on the eve of the trade deadline? Let's go to the East and the West. I think this is set up correctly here. So the Boston Celtics have the best record in the East, 7-3 in their last 10. The Cleveland Cavaliers have been the hottest team in the league of late. They've won 9 out of 10, 6 in a row. The 32-6 team, Boston 38-12. There's your class in the league right now. I wouldn't put anything past Giannis Antetokounmpo. The New York Knicks are there. Philadelphia is going to fade a little bit because of the Joel Embiid injury. They're 30-19. Indiana Pacers are 29-23. Your top 6 are safe right now. Everybody else between Miami and Orlando, Chicago, Atlanta, 7, 8, 9, 10 in the play-in spots. I think that's probably where they're going to be. Pistons are dead last at 6-43. They've lost 3 in a row. They have a 122 ghastly winning percentage. Again, since Weaver took over and Tom Gorse and all that, their win percentage, I believe, is in the 225s, 230s. So what does that tell you? How are all these guys still employed? The LA Clippers, everybody was saying, and again, you can quote Chris Broussard, I can't say that without being kicked off the internet, about questioning the intelligence. Well, now the Clippers are 34-15 because you got guys like Westbrook, Harden, Paul George, and Kawhi Leonard all firing on a very high level. They're 9-1 in the last 10. They've won 4 straight. They're 34-15. Best record in the West. The Oklahoma City Thunder, again, if it wasn't for the Clippers making that run, they'd be talking about way more. 35-16, tied for second and third with Minnesota Timberwolves and the Denver Nuggets. It's a 3-way tie for second, third, and fourth. Sacramento Kings 29-20, Phoenix Suns 30-21, and then you have the rest of the West in the play-in, 29-21 for New Orleans, 20-23 for Dallas, and in the division where they have the Pelicans, they have the Spurs and the Grizzlies and the Houston Rockets. For them to only be 28-23, that is not very good, although they've won 2 in a row, but they're still 4-6 in their last 10. There's no reason why they shouldn't win the division. The Lakers 27-25, and the Utah Jazz tie out the play-in side 79-10 at 26-26. That is your look at the standings. I will be back when we start the second period.
Presented by BMO. All proceeds will benefit the Dallas Stars Adaptive Sports Program. Visit DallasStars.com for more information. You can be on both sides. I haven't been invited yet. There may be free agency bidding. We don't know yet. Stay tuned and find out. Well, we found out in that first period that the Stars came ready to play here in Toronto. They skated extremely well in the first period, and they played tight as groups of 5. and really swarmed the Toronto Maple Leafs in the opening period. And it started immediately, right from the drop of the puck. And it was just a nightmare at times for their defense core in particular. The Stars forecheck very well with Corpus. They hounded them, they badgered them, they turned pucks over. They were physical at times. Guys all through the lineup too were robust. Got to pucks first. Just a nice tenacity. Great opening period, I thought, for the Stars, even in their own zone. They didn't spend much in their own end of the ring, but they got pucks back. Their transition game, which is a real weapon for them, resulted in the go-ahead goal. Sprung Dadonov, and he just torched McCabe on defense, slipped it through Samsonov, and staked the Stars to that 2-1 lead. They're such a tough team to handle, because they're deep. Pete DeBoer plays all four lines. What you're going to see here tonight is the Leafs are going to rely heavily on just three lines, and the Stars, there'll be an energy advantage because of that.
Dallas outshoots Toronto 10-4 in the opening frame. They outscore 2-1.
Starting the second period, 19:45 left to go in it. Dallas outshooting Toronto 10-4. Toronto's got to find some energy here because Dallas playing up the back-to-back after the ridiculous performance from Jake Oettinger, which flat out stole them a win. Now they're up 2-1 against Toronto on that side, and they shouldn't have the fresher legs. And again, we're going into this where Toronto has lost 6 of the last 8 at Scotiabank. Dallas has won 7-2-1 in their last 10. So it'll be an offensive zone draw upcoming here for the Leafs. And Auston Matthews, he can't win it clean, as is Dallas. Put it around the end boards. Heiskanen absorbs a hit. And now the Stars can try to take this one right to left. It'll be an opportunity now for Wyatt Johnston, but he gets dispossessed in the puck. And Toronto now, and the home Blues with the white striping will try to take this left to right. Matthew Nyes off the half spin. It's Mitchell Marner trying to get in off the forecheck as Nyes gets dispossessed by a trio of Stars. Sent around the end boards here for Brody, but not before it goes up in the netting and on play with 19:07 left to go in the second. So during the first intermission, I gave you the reset of the small scoreboard, and I went across the NBA trade deadline for what there is. I'll try to get you some NBA scores nonetheless going into the eve of the deadline tomorrow when we get into the second, and that is kind of where we'll be because other than that, I'll have to preview tomorrow's games and maybe what to look out for in the NHL because we only got a 3-game slate. So Dallas has it in their own end. And they'll try to find this near the right side boards. This does not bounce out of play, but this will fall all the way down to Timothy Liljegren. So Liljegren spin back in his own end of Samsonov's cage and look to start again left to right as it's Willie Nylander. He's the lone goal scorer here for the Leafs. I think he's been their best player by far. Able to keep this one alive. Here's a shot that goes with the stick shaft of Wedgwood. He's been a really good backup. We talk about him in the last few years for Dallas. That's someone that is clearly the backup to Jake Oettinger, but nonetheless, he's been more than serviceable in his time with the Stars. There's an opportunity for Domi off the half spin. He'll just go ahead and feverishly try to send this one in as Sam Steele. We'll watch this go off the inboards off Wedgwood's pass. Steele looking for a breakout for Joe Pavelski. And now intercepted by Nicholas Robertson. Robertson fans on the wrister, brother of Jason Robertson, as this is Nicholas one more time, as this is bounced off of Steele. Again, the last game that I called with Cooper Hopkins against Dallas and Toronto, Robertson was able to actually play the hero and win the game for the Leafs against the Stars. That was last year sometime, as this one is flipped up in the air and on the play off the glove of Wedgwood. 17:42 left to go in the second. Shots now read at 10-5 still for the Stars. Just 5 shots on goal right now. Again, that really just tells you for the Dallas Stars, and again, we spent the last couple of years talking about him, whether it was Rick Bowness when they needed to get a little more talent. Now he's with the Winnipeg Jets. I thought he did a great job. Like they moved on and tried to get a little more offense and brought in Peter DeBoer, but they still have that same defensive identity. I think Peter DeBoer just has the luxury of having much better players and a more talented roster. And sometimes it's as simple as that.
Certainly playing against one another.
As they take a profile look at Jason Robertson, and on the bench right now, we're still waiting for the draw. 17:42 left to go in the second. Again, at 12 p.m. on the Dallas time, Central Time Zone, an hour difference from mine. 1 p.m. Eastern will be the Stars and the Canadians on Bally Sports Extra. That should be a 1:30 Eastern start on Saturday. We're still waiting now, maybe for some equipment for Scott Wedgwood, as he's trying to make sure that his gloves and everything else are all set. Now he looks to be okay. Ty Dellandrea on the fourth line will go ahead and set to take this defensive zone draw. He can't win it against Pontus Holmberg. Fourth line against fourth line, Wedgwood will find it, and now it looks like his glove and his mask will have to go ahead and start this one again and adjust himself one more time. Last 5 games against Toronto for the Stars, they are 0-3-2. So this has not been a friendly matchup for them, but you would think for as good as Dallas is, even on back-to-back, that they could start to right the ship. As this is an opportunity for Rielly. It was loose out in front, looking for a deflection play, and this is cleaned up by the Stars. Evgeny Dadonov. Go ahead and send this one in. Radek Faksa. Oh, man, he slammed hard into the inboards there, but he popped right back up. Morgan Rielly looked like he might have taken the worst of it. As this is sent around the inboards now for Thomas Harley. As this goes near the left side of the red line now. Evgeny Dadonov trying to give chase. And now players continually, Ryan Reeves is absolutely all over one of the Dallas Stars, and I can't believe a whistle hasn't blown. As this is sent the other way for Radek Faksa. And now we got players getting involved in the bench again. Ryan Reeves is trying to be the ire of the Dallas Stars here and trying to coerce them into taking some penalties, as he's one of the other players that is not grandfathered in with a visor. He roughed up Ty Dellandrea, and then a good finish of a hit on the other side for Brody. And then Reeves was holding up Dellandrea, cross-checking him in the back of the neck. Faksa was taking some hits. They were taking liberties with some of the Leafs. There was Ryan Reeves. He was really getting in the way and trying to stop them, essentially making it a 5-on-3. But nothing comes of it, unbelievably. As Timothy Liljegren will watch this one go all the way back. It'll be to his defensive partner, Jake McCabe, who already got absolutely sauced on by Evgeny Dadonov. Mason Marchment tried to look for Tyler Seguin, and that was just getting a dipsy doodle between the legs of Evgeny Dadonov. A little bit of a how do you do to the goaltender, Ilya Samsonov. Now we will get a call. This is going to be more of a hook on that side. Tyler Seguin's going to get the hook. And if we were in Dallas right now, I think there'd be some boos because Ryan Reeves got away with a whole hell of a lot. And Tyler Seguin is the one that's going to go to the box. As Peter DeBoer doesn't really have much to say about it. He's usually very mild-mannered on that side. So John Tavares will go ahead and take this offensive zone draw. And this will be another opportunity for Toronto on the power play. They're already 1 for 1. Dallas is 1 for 2. John Tavares will finally win a draw. And it's William Nylander for Tavares. One-timer, and it's in the back of the net. As quick as you like, that's even quicker than the 7 seconds that it was for the Dallas Stars. And 2 for 2 on the power play for the Toronto Maple Leafs. John Tavares wins the draw, gets the pass back, and puts the one-timer in the back of the net. William Nylander going to get another apple. John Tavares with an absolute howitzer, a clapper near the left circle, and that one is going to fly past Wedgwood and go into the back of the net off the sauce pass. And we are tied at dose. That's a great-looking goal there. A quick design for both of these power plays, but Toronto has scored 2 of them. Dallas has 1 of them on the power play. 3 out of the 4 in this game come with the man advantage. So this will be 5 for 12 on the penalty kill for the Dallas Stars in the last 5 games. 41.7%. I'm going to pause the recorder just to make sure I write that down.
Always has been. He's put up great numbers against the Stars, both as an Islander and as a Leaf. And gives them that depth down the middle, right? That bang bang. You think the Stars have a great one too with Hintz and Duchene? Well, they can go Matthews, Tavares against you. Right into the Leafs bench, out of play, the 15th year, 6th in Toronto for Tavares. Well, the Stars' penalty kill continues to leak a little bit. It's almost bordering on a hemorrhage now. They were 87%.
So I want to mention this too. The penalty kill problems, as they talked about, Razor Ray was mentioned about 87%. They're still 8th in the league right now, but it's hemorrhaging now. Talking about 5 in the last 14 have been able to be killed at 41% on that side. That is not good at all. But again, when it's such a quick strike like that, there really isn't anything much that Wedgwood can do. But Toronto, let's just be honest, you can say between both of these teams right now, the only reason why the scoreline is where it is because of power plays at this point. You cannot give teams like these extra chances. And Toronto essentially has been given 2 goals because of it at this point. So Joe Pavelski will go ahead and take this draw against Max Domi. So teammates against each other last year. Pavelski going to get tossed out of the draw, bringing in Jimmy Benn. No matter, the captaincy is just as good at taking these. And this is won by Ben. Here's a wrister. This one will go around the end boards. Roddick Fox will just pull this thing, kind of a half or quarter slap shot, as this one will go wide. Sam Steele, third line side for Peter DeBoer, turn around looking for a deflection. As Joe Pavelski was there, that's the wrong guy to have the hand-eye coordination too, because they'll make it pay. As this is flipped up, this is going to bounce up off the netting, and we will get a stoppage. With 15:27 left to go in the second, there has been a lot of these in the middle frame right now, but the shots on goal, they're just a meager amount right now. 10-7. Dallas still has that edge, but the scoreline is now pocketed at a pair apiece. Not trying to do the onomatopoeias or any of that kind of stuff there, but sometimes it just happens to work that way with the sentence structure, or it does when you're tired. As it says, set around the inboards here for Ilya Samsonov. And picked up left to right for the Maple Leafs. Off of a long outstretched pass. This will be sent the other way. And Samsonov will have to stop it one more time for Jake McCabe. Jake McCabe will go ahead and get his pass, at least across the blue line. But Dallas, Ty Dellandrea, try to force the interception as this is sent around the inboards now. The Dellandrea line, again, he hasn't gotten a lot of time, but he's sitting on the 4th line now. They want to try to bring Hintz for the promise, but doesn't have the same level as Wyatt Johnston. We had some players running into each other off the bench, and Ty Dellandrea takes the worst of it again. And Sheldon Keefe absolutely just looks a little bit displeased. He's kind of licking his lips here on this side, thinking, what the hell is this team doing right now? That's kind of the look that's on his face. And sometimes you just don't have the answers for what the Maple Leafs are going to do, and you have the constant news cycle and the pressure against them. Are we going to have a back stick penalty against Ty Dellandrea for maybe Bobby McCann? I'm going to go ahead and see what this call is going to be on that side. So this will be a power play for the Dallas Stars. It looks like Ryan Reeves is going to serve it. They didn't say what the minor was yet at 5:15, but that's where it is. So Stars are 1 for 2. Toronto is 2 for 2 with the man advantage. 2 shots here for the Stars. The last one took 7 seconds, so you can circle that off the books right now. There's Miro Heiskanen. Tries to go ahead and find his look into the zone. TJ Brody loses it to Roope Hintz, a little bit of a loft. Now to Miro Heiskanen. Jimmy Benn got 1. He was looking for 2 as Robo gets a chance to pick it up, and Samsonov's going to pick up his goal stick. Heiskanen recognizes that. He will make the glove save nonetheless and hold on. 1:30 left to go in Dallas's 3rd power play of the game. Roope Hintz looked like he might have got tagged by a puck, and he's a little bit ginger there. Hit him in the back of the left knee, it seems like. As Roope Hintz is okay, but he's going to go ahead and go back into the players' bench and get a little rest. Miro Heiskanen's going to stay out there. Now they'll go to the 2nd line for Tyler Seguin. He wins this one to Miro. Back now for Matt Duchene. This is a good read for Auston Matthews as he will kill time. We'll see what he wants to do with it. Sets up Marner. Backhand, good save Wedgwood. Short-handed chance as Matthews forces the steal. Man, Duchene's got a ton of speed. It's 1-on-4. Intercepted now one more time for Mitchell Marner. He's waiting for the reinforcements. It's Matthews! Oh, what a stop by Wedgwood. As this is picked up now for Johnston. He's racing. Drop pass Duchene. Seguin. And a slap shot gets saved by Samsonov. And now Thomas Harley. A little bit of breathless action back and forth. He's got it now. Wyatt Johnston off the drop. And he gets dropped like a bag of hammers. Picked up the other way. Nylander. And good defense there for Harley. Here's a sauce pass. Here's the back and forth action we've been waiting for. Now Duchene now tries to find it here. I'll make a mark at about the 13-10 marker where things are going back and forth. Duchene, Marchment, as they're getting some Wedgwood chance on this side. And go Leafs go, I would think. Wedgwood chance. What am I saying? We're not on American Airlines. Go Leafs go. As this is sent the other way for Matthew Nyes. And back down to the blue line side. 5 seconds left to go in Dallas's power play. But there was some electric action here. They kind of woke up the crowd a little bit with the Go Leafs go. This will be back to full strength in our Dallas's power play 1 for 3. Ryan Reeves is back out there now. The sandpaper man is going to go ahead and try to finish a couple hits. I think he's going to stay out there. And now he'll finally take his change. Wedgwood. Try to lead this here for Harley. As Dallas will try to take this right to left again with the road whites and the victory green parts of the shoulders. Wrist shot at 81. We'll go all the way back to Robo. And we'll start again near the left circle. Shot still read 12-9. That's Lindell now. We'll get across the maple leaf at the center ice logo. Picked up now near the left side red line. We'll take this to the deep. Here's a long slap shot from the point. Now Lindell has it. Try to get this one for Ty Dellandrea, who's been absolutely roughed up in this game. No doubt about it. He's been a target as it's John Tavares. Try to find it. Dodonov will put this toward the right side blue line. It'll go out. 11:40 left to go in the second. As this is picked up now for the Stars, Dellandrea still trying to get around 3 Leafs in the neutral zone. And now the Leafs will find it as one of the Stars will take a seat. And behind the boards, trying to ride the sidewall did Auston Matthews behind that to get a chance, but he gets canceled off. Mitch Marner as well plays for Matthews with a flutterer, and Wedgwood makes an elite save there, heads up, because he made that look a lot easier than it actually was. We'll go to break with some back and forth action over the last couple minutes, but it's time to.
Left to find himself, leaving you lost. You need to hire.
I need Indeed.
Indeed, you do. Indeed Instant Match instantly delivers quality candidates matching your job description.
Okay, we may have gone a little geeky crazy inside, but when you stack smoked pulled pork and tangy cherry with smoke sauce on a cheeseburger, sandwich, and tacos, you'd be crazy not to go crazy. Pulled pork barbecue, now it's on.
Hey, cover girls, plant power? It's a game changer. Introducing the ultimate plant powered mascara, Cleantopia, 300% extreme lush volume. Now in dramatic ultramarine black. Cleantopia mascara, ultramarine black. From CoverGirl.
Live sports.
Five of the 10 Leaf shots in the game have come on special teams, and most of their scoring opportunities short-handed. They had multiple opportunities against Redwood and Company. Marner to Matthews first. Stars turned it over again on entry. This time it was Nylander, and he fans on his opportunity off the flank. So they're 2 for 2 on power play shots in the game. They're 0 for 3 on penalty kill shots. And
checking back into the action here. 11:15 left to go in the second. The scoreline still 2-2. On the short-handed chances there for Mitch Marner and Auston Matthews. Led to Wedgwood having to make a couple saves. On the same side there for Ilya Samsonov, it led to some goal Leafs go chance. As we're checking back in from the break, the shots on goal are now 13-10. Stars still have the advantage on that side. Joining you with, they were watching the Bally Sports Southwest feed on that side with Razor Ray. As this is sent now here for Joe Pavelski off the draw, and Dallas will get a chance to pick this one back up as the third line's out there now. Ben, try to pick this one up now for Miro Heiskanen, as this is picked up around the inboards now. I'm kind of getting a little bit of a snow feed, so if that clears up there for a moment. Dallas have to pick this one back up in their own end. About 10:50 left to go, and the second shots on goal still lead 13-10. As this is sent back into Dallas's own end, they'll have to calmly play this around the inboards. About 10:35 left to go in the second as Marner comes together. This is still with Dallas, though, however, as they'll try to take this one right to left, and the feed is resumed. Steele, now for Ben. Put this around the inboards now. Toronto will collect as Sam Benwall gets dispossessed of the puck. Suter with a chance. First time we get a chance to call his name with a slap shot from the left circle, and he will hold on to Ilya Samsonov to make the save. 10:21 left to go in the middle frame. Let's take a look to see if there are any other goals on this. So we finally will get one for the Blue Shirts. Again, that game is on TNT against the Lightning. Jimmy Vesey with his 10th from Barclay Goodrow and Tyler Pitlick at the 1:15 marker of the second. And that is where we are right now on the other game that is in progress. 10:10 left to go in our game in the second. It's tied at a 2. As this is Bertuzzi. We'll watch this one get flipped in. Bertuzzi now trying to get after it. He's absolutely being held by Ryan Suter, but no call on that side. And this will be raced all the way back and won by Morgan Rielly off the one-on-one shift. And now Rielly, good pass from about 70. Bertuzzi able to stay on sides. John Tavares will pick it up. Bertuzzi work his way in behind the net now. He'll pinball this thing to the right circle. Jake McCabe take a D-to-D. And a long wrister saw all the way by Wedgwood. Hold on and make the save. 9:39 left to go on the second. We'll take another break and pay some bills. Come right back.
Today, when it comes to following sports, basic box score just won't cut. Get the stats behind the stats with NHL Edge. So you don't just see McCarr's time on ice. You'll see where he stepped. You don't just know Matthew scored. You'll know how hard he shot. And you won't just get OB shot too. You'll know where he shot it from. Even if they're all from the same place. Know more about every stat, every shift, every star. NHL Edge.
We love our house.
Great location, quiet street.
The garage is a bit of a black hole.
Yeah, everything is good.
Oh, my summer jazz mix.
At least Geico makes bundling a home and car insurance easy.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com. At Honda, we've chased down a lot of dreams. Each one leading to the next. All the way to our lakes. Introducing the all-new, all-electric Honda Prologue.
You can make money the hard way as a bullfighter or a human cannonball, or save money the easy way with Xfinity Mobile.
Still in the middle of the break in the second period. It is a 2-2 scoreline now. A couple goals on the power play for the Toronto Maple Leafs. John Tavares with the latest.
For a year when you buy one unlimited line. Plus, get the new Samsung Galaxy S24 on us.
Live sports. DeBoer tonight, best pulse percentage through 50 games played in franchise history. Only those 98 and 99 Stars posted better percentages than this season's squad at 680. And they have hit the midway point of this road trip, not hit at 2 with the Leafs. They just played terrific hockey, especially of late in different ways, and especially on the road this season. Yes, they've been good at home, but man, they've been world beaters away. hockey away from death.
About 9:25 left to go in the second as you pick action back up. It's still tied at 2-2. John Tavares with the latest on the power play. It's been the only goal of the second. It was a 2-1 lead for Dallas after one of Danny Dadonov, Jimmy Benn, and William Nylander. William Nylander with a goal and an assist today. As this one shot wide near the right side red line by the Leafs and picked back up now by the Stars. As they'll get this one again for Wyatt Johnston off the chip and chase. First line's out for Peter DeBoer's squad. As Robo will finish his check. The Leafs will try to take this left to right for the rest of the second period. Just kept in now. As this is Johnston with a chance and a good 5-hole stop there for Ilya Samsonov. Picked up now off the backhand. Johnston still trying to dance with it. And Toronto will take a long flip approach, but this will cancel off right to Dallas and Miro Heiskanen. Off his pass. Fox up. Springs a man. It's Delandria. And a backhanded save and stop for Ilya Samsonov as he catches it over with his glove. And they'll hold on. So, John, I'm with you on the play-by-play. We're watching this one on ESPN Plus, courtesy of Bally Sports Southwest. On the outside, hope you guys are enjoying it. It's a 2-2 tie. Again, 3 straight days of streams with me. Hopefully that makes up a little bit for last week when I wasn't able to stream at all. But you got one more college hockey assignment on Saturday between Michigan and Michigan State. I'm hopeful to be joined by Alec Nava, but if not for next week, if you caught our stream yesterday, we've laid out the floor plans of everything for next week, and I think Cooper Hopkins, Alec Nava, and myself might trio a Red Wings game. As this is an opportunity now, Nicholas Robertson gets the puck taken away from him. McCabe with an absolute bomb. Wedgwood was falling all over himself, but he gets back into the goal crease. Now Reeves, as the Stars touch it, the Leafs don't like it. I think they're going to go to a power play nonetheless, but I think they still wanted this play to go because they were continuing to maybe try to hemorrhage the Stars in their own zone. So Pontus Holmberg, he gets hooked and held there by Miro Heiskanen, it looks like to me at least. Get the stick tied up. So Heiskanen going to go to the box, and that's not good for the Stars because that's your best defenseman and your bread man, really, as far as your puck carrier. And Toronto's already 2 for 2 on the power play, but they can go 3 for 3. Well, then there you go. You got the lead. Auston Matthews has an opportunity now. He's got 10 power play goals on the season. The Stars are 5 for 12 in their penalty kill, 41.7 in the last 5 games. We made sure we wrote that down as this was sent out for the story that's going to be on local.sportsguide.wordpress.com as always. Here's an opportunity now. Marner will start this in across the red line. Morgan Rielly, Auston Matthews finds the entry. Here's a drop for Tavares. Morgan Rielly now back for Marner near the left circle. There's a lot of foot traffic here as it's Morgan Rielly crisscross. Matthews doesn't shoot near the right circle. Rielly does. Bounces up in the air. Matthews tries to knock it out of the hand-eye, put it in the back of the net, but Wedgwood sees enough of it. Auston Matthews steals the puck. Cross! It's going to go in nonetheless, and Auston Matthews gets a goal on the power play. The Maple Leafs are a scorching 3 for 3 on the power play, and they've taken a 3-2 lead over the Stars. So as a Red Wings fan, that hurts me a little bit on that side because I'd like to see them lose another game in regulation. I don't hate the Leafs nonetheless on that side, but still, points in the standings, they matter. And the Red Wings are going to be playing the Canucks, the Oilers, and the Canucks in the next 3 games. And the Leafs really need to get points, especially on a team off the back-to-back. This one tries to get sauce from Matthews left to right out of the air, and it's going to bounce and go in nonetheless. So Matthews is going to get the goal on a pass attempt. It goes in. Just 14 shots, 3 goals, 3 on the power play. As this is an opportunity now for Mark Giordano, former Flame. Now he's back home in Toronto on that side to finish out his career. Wants to get a chance at a Stanley Cup. Again, he's been wanting to do that for a while. 7 minutes left to go in the second. It's loose. Bertuzzi! He gets robbed by Wedgwood as he was flopping like a fish out of water. And this goes back now. Bertuzzi couldn't believe he didn't finish that one. As it's Domi. Picked up now by Dallas. Seguin off the trail. Stopped by Samsonov. And this one bounces up and out of play. So Samsonov bails his team out. Seguin should have finished one. Bertuzzi should have finished one. And it's still 3-2. So Ilya Samsonov, they'll show up Bertuzzi wide open. He could have balanced his checkbook. He didn't figure out what he wanted to do, and Marchment over to Seguin, and Seguin gets robbed by Samsonov, sprawling out near the right post to keep the scoreline right where it is. So Seguin, take a look on the bench. 6:38 left to go in the second. This is a face-off win for Joe Pavelski. And this will go back to Miro Heiskanen, who just checked back in, taking a penalty. Costly one at that. All three of them have been costly against the Stars. They've given up 3 straight on the power play. And we'll have to even update the number that I wrote initially in the story because it's gotten worse. So Jamie Benn can't find it. An opportunity for Reeves, and he shot that one wide. If Ryan Reeves would have scored, I think this crowd would have been in a frenzy. Ryan Reeves put it around the inboards. Here's the bomb that gets fanned on. And now Pontus Holmberg out there with Bobby McCann. Ryan Reeves with another opportunity. Reeves in between his skates. Holmberg trying to get a piece of it. Toronto does a great job to reach just to keep it in. Bobby McCann back to the D. Stopped by Wedgwood. 5:47 left to go in the second. Toronto with one of their best even strength rushes on the day. But Auston Matthews, third power play goal for the Leafs today. Give them a 3-2 lead.
You're such a good listener, Thomas. Makes me feel so special. This makes me feel really special too because Discover's giving me cash back on debit, not just credit.
Discover gives cash back on debit.
Everybody?
Introducing Discover Cashback Debit.
You can make money the hard way as a bullfighter or a human cannonball, or save money the easy way with Xfinity Mobile. Existing customers can get a free line of our most popular unlimited plan for a year. Not only will you save hundreds, but you'll also be joining millions who have connected to America's most reliable 5G network. Sure is a lot safer than becoming a stuntman for money. Get a free line of unlimited intro for a year when you buy one unlimited line. Plus, get the new Samsung Galaxy S24 on us.
They say seeing is believing, but with Stearns & Foster, that's only part of the story. We handcraft every Stearns & Foster using the finest materials like indulgent memory foam and ultra-conforming IntelliCoils for a beautiful mattress and indescribable feel. Every single night. During our President's Day sale, bring home incredible comfort with savings up to $800 on select adjustable mattress sets. Stearns & Foster, what comfort should be. Learn more at stearnsandfoster.com.
Live scores. Stars 3-2. With under 6 to go in the second period, Auston Matthews with their latest power play tally, the NHL's top goal scorer. Jason 70 on pace for 69. That's awfully close. 4 hat tricks already. His main competition for the Rocket Richard and winning at yet another goal-scoring crown is Sam Reinhart of the Florida Panthers, who has 20 power play goals, and his shooting percentage unsustainable, you would say, close to 30%. That's a ridiculous number. Looks around Ledwood's crease.
5:35 left to go in the second. 3 power play goals have given the Toronto Maple Leafs the lead. William Nylander, John Tavares, and Auston Matthews, all part of the core 4. That's why they got the lead. It's Evgeny Dadonov and Jimmy Benn on the other side for Dallas. As it's 5:15 left to go in the second. Auston Matthews trying to find it now. And this will bounce off the stick of Heiskanen and send this one back down as Dallas will try to go right to left. Wyatt Johnston want to try to find something. Again, no goals for Dallas in this second period. It was 2-1 after 1, and now it's 3-2. As this is Mitch Marner lost the puck for a moment. He's going to go ahead and try to retrieve this thing. Near the left side, John Tavares, as the lines have been mixed up a little bit. And now Toronto can't get this one D to D off a couple of stick chops. About 4:35 left to go in the second. And we get a little bit of the snow feed again. We've had a little bit of problems there on Bally Sports Southwest as this one's flipped in off of Wedgwood's crease. Now for McCabe. We'll watch this one go to the corner. John Tavares will take a look as Dallas will flip it, but they can't flip it out. And now Robo finally gets a steal here. He'll go ahead and mercifully take his change. Ty Dellandrea one more time. Punished against the wall. This goes back DDD. Harley has it. Wrister. And this one gets saved by Samsonov. And off of a stick lift, this will take a long chance for Bertuzzi for a flip for Nylander. Now 3:55 left to go in the second. John, you're within the call. Bally Sports Southwest feed. Toronto's got a 3-2 advantage. 3 power play goals. As this goes now to the left side for Kenny Dodonov. He gets stapled gun. Heiskanen. And for a seeing eye chance, it gets held by Samsonov. And now it's Ben. Big cross check against Pavelski, trying to clear him in front of the net. Harley with a chance. This will pinball wide. And now Dodonov. Get it back to Miro. Stutter step near the blue line. Turns it over. Toronto will like to take the long flip and settle it back down. It'll be Harley one more time. Again, he was on the third line last year. He's been more on the first line with Miro Heiskanen. Harley. Here's an opportunity to Duchene. His wrister goes way wide off a stick. And on a play, 3:06 left to go in the second. Shots on goal now read 21-18. Dallas still has that advantage, but Toronto was at a point where they were being outshot about 7-2, 8-2, and they've kind of brushed a little bit closer in that point, and now they've taken the lead. This will be a defensive zone draw here for the Leafs. Pontus Holmberg will go ahead and get a chance to go ahead and take this one. See if it'll be Roddick Fox on the other end. I can't really get a number on that. This is sent here from Morgan Rielly. Morgan Rielly will get this one. Bobby McMahon turns it over. It'll be Matt Duchene. Now under the left side, a penalty is going to be called against the Leafs for a hold. This is right in front of the referee. Not sure if it's going to be Pontus, but it looks like he'll be the guilty party. And the Dallas Stars will get another power play opportunity. And they've already got one, but Toronto's got 3. Special teams have definitely been one. A hook right on the hands, right in front of the referee for a few times. And Sheldon Keefe's got to look on again. Sometimes when you see on his face when he wins Coach's Challenge, it's just a little wry smile when he's like, oh, I did this. On the other side, he's always just a little bit distressed with some of the stupid penalties that are called against his team that are needless. And you can see that on that side. That's what it certainly seems like toward his face. 1 for 3 on the power play with 4 shots. See if they can get to 50% and tie this game. That's their goal. Jimmy Benn can't win the draw. The Nylander line is out there right now on the kill. As Wedgwood will send it around the inboards. The 4th power play of the game for the Dallas Stars. 3 for Toronto. They've scored on all of them. 7 power plays in total. Roope, Hintz in full flight. Jason Robertson near the left circle. The lefty trying to find his way near the boards. He's being holding Giordano in a headlock. And this is said the other way as Toronto forces a steal. I think Brody's going to slam this all the way down the ice. 1:20 left to go in Dallas's power play. It's Miro Heiskanen off the drop pass for Roope Hintz. Hintz now through the center line. It's Jamie Benn. Benn now open the scoring for Dallas. Robertson shoots the puck, and this one gets blocked forward overhead Samsonov. And now the power play marker is down to a minute. It's a 53 seconds difference in between the power plays. Roope Hintz has some distress, but this time it's distress from not scoring as he takes his change. Matt Duchene, who was just hooked and drew the power play, is in on the puck now. Duchene trying to pick it up off his backhand for Wyatt Johnston. Thomas Harley through the traffic. Big rebound. Mason Marchment tries to find it, but it's Samsonov who catches it in the webbing of his trapper and holds on. 1:31 left to go in the second. 38 seconds left to go in Dallas's 4th power play of the game. Good work there to throw it right back to defense, and at least for Dallas, it's kind of a fundamental approach of being able to get one body in front to try to tip and get in front of the lanes to obscure the vision of Samsonov, who did it beautifully there, but Samsonov still made the save. 38 seconds remain on Dallas's power play. It's Duchene. Wins it off a rolling puck, and Toronto can't control it. They try to throw it back. Intercepted. Harley. Seguin. He'll take a chance. It goes off the stick. Mason Marchment uses his body to keep the puck alive. Duchene now for Harley. Back to Matt Duchene. Duchene. Stick drag. Half spin. Duchene leave it back to Harley now. Seguin in between the circles. Duchene extra pass. Harley one-timer. Good save Samsonov as this goes down the ice for Harley. Dallas's power play will expire. They're now 1 for 4. 50 seconds left to go. In the second period, they draw off sides. Duchene was way off, about 4 strides. 52 seconds left to go in the middle stanza. Toronto still enjoying a 3-2 lead. So they've scored a pair of goals in this second period. That is it, and that is all for the Maple Leafs. And Dallas does not have one yet in this second. That's why they're down 3-2. John, here with you on the play-by-play. We're going to get set for the third period in a moment. And some bloody lips across the face, teeth and everything. They're leaking like crazy. I didn't even see who that was. That guy hit in the face and no call for Dallas. As Lindell will put this around the inboards. Roddick Faksa pick it up now for Morgan Rielly. And Rielly, patient, Timothy Liljegren has an opportunity for a little bit of a stretch pass from 80 feet, trying to find Auston Matthews. If his latest goal holds in the power play, that'd be the game winner. But we still got a whole other 20 minutes to play. Outstretched pass, that's to Lindell. We'll get this one picked back up to him, and a battle for the puck. Tyler Bertuzzi with a reverse hit, able to stay on his feet. Max Domi nicely set up. Auston Matthews off his back skate, got all turned around. And we should be going to the second period with a 3-2 scoreline. That's where we are. And when we come back, let's call the third. We get some shoves from Faksa and Bertuzzi, but it looks like cooler heads are going to prevail in the dressing room. Come right back. We'll call the final stanza.
That's the case tonight, but the Stars' penalty kill has ruptured here. They find themselves crediting after 40 minutes because of that. And the Leafs followed their competitive spirit and their energy here in the second period. Stars have their work cut out for them tonight.
The Stars had a 2-1 lead when the second period began, but Leaf power play that struck once in the first and at least twice in the second. Tavares and Matthews. Stars trailing 3-2 after 2, and the intermission is next.
It makes me feel so special.
You are special. You don't mind if you get this.
This makes me feel really special too, because Discover's giving me cash back on debit, not just credit.
Actually, Discover gives cash back on debit to everyone.
Everybody?
Everybody, if you could just.
What about Debbie John? All those years that I couldn't find my bike, it was in her garage. Like she gets it.
If she has Discover cash back debit, then yeah.
Introducing Discover Cashback Debit, a checking account cashback for everyone.
At Honda, we've chased down a lot of dreams, each one leading to the next. All the way to our latest. Introducing the all-new, all-electric Honda Prologue. Our latest innovation on the road to being carbon neutral by 2050. And certainly not our last.
My name's Brian Hepler, and because of TikTok, I have the power to educate people and hopefully save lives. When my son Brian died in a drunk driving accident, I put out a video about it to try to stop young people from drinking and driving.
No other family has to go through what we did.
TikTok has the power to change society. I think that's where the power of TikTok lies. If you save one person, that's one more person that can change the world too, right?
What's better than a cheesy bite
We invented stuffed crust pizza, topped and stuffed with almost a pound of cheese. There's only one original, the original stuffed crust pizza from Pizza Hut. No one outbeats the Hut.
Infusionado con cero nutritivo y aceite de almendras, Nivea Essentially Enriched permite retener todas sus bondades para una piel suave y luminosa, para que puedas ir desde la mañana hasta la hora más feliz con esta princesa. Para bondades que nunca paran, Nourish On con Nivea.
When's he gonna be here?
Sleep. Do you think we can get some boba? What's boba?
Your record label is taking off, but so is your sound engineer. You need to hire.
Indeed.
Indeed, you do. Indeed Instant Match instantly delivers quality candidates matching your job description. Women's college hoops on ESPN and ABC.
When you share a hotel room with your kid, you also share a bedtime with your kid. So if you get an Airbnb, you get to pick your own bedtime.
ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home.
All right, so for anyone just joining us, we will give you the second period reset. It is now a 3-2 lead for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Again, the first period was good for Dallas. The second period was good for Toronto. 2 lone goals in the second period for the Maple Leafs, both on the power play. That has been the theme of the night for the Maple Leafs on this side. They are perfect 3 for 3. Willie Nylander in the first. He's got a goal and assist. John Tavares and Auston Matthews also score power plays in the second to take a 3-2 lead. Jake McCabe was open up on a cut late, no call. We saw that at the end of the second period. Shots on goal, 23-16 for Dallas. Hits, 24-20 Toronto. Faceoffs, 23-24 the Stars. Power plays, 3 for 3 for the Leafs, 1 for 4 for Dallas. Dallas is now 5 for 13 in their last 5 games on the penalty kill. That is under 40%. Back and forth action as Reeves got sent to the box for Toronto's third attempt on the kill. It was a success. Matthews and Marner got some shorthanded chances, and Wedgwood and Samsonov got tested and ended up in a goal Leafs go chant. 3:40 marker, John Tavares scores off the one-timer from Nylander. And 12:37, a chance off the rush for Matthews. He tried to find Nylander, but the pass ends up getting past Wedgwood anyway and goes in the net. It's Matthews' 41st goal on the season. That is really your second period reset. That was it, and that was all. There was some fisticuffs at the end, like you said. Jake McCabe got cut up. He thought there could be something with Bertuzzi and Radek Faksa, but the referees kind of jumped in that way and kind of made sure they squared away everything else and nothing came to it. But over the last couple of days where I felt like the whistles have been swallowed, not the case here today. 7 power play opportunities, 4 power play goals in totality, but 3 for 3 with the Leafs. And that is where we are after 2 periods of play. So Toronto's got a 3-1 lead. 3-2 lead, excuse me. Let's take a look at the other game that is in progress. The Blue Shirts, the New York Rangers, have a 2-0 lead of the Bolts. Out of the break, you were wondering if they're going to go with Igor Shesterkin or Jonathan Quick. I didn't think that was – they were at least going to split it a little bit, but they went with Jonathan Quick in both, and that seemed to be the case and it's worked out well. So, again, we talked about Jimmy Vesey with his 10th. He opened the scoring at 1:15 from Barclay Goodrow and Tyler Pitlick. Johnny Brodzinski with his third from Kreider and Wheeler at 17:46 of the second. Jonathan Quick has only had to make 10 saves through 40 minutes of action. Andrei Vasilevsky has given up 2, 13 on a 15. Eric Chernak a -2 on the back end.
but you can't get beat off the wall like that and lose the battle.
And Emil Lartenson-Lilleberg on that side is also part of the defense as well. So Radish, Lilleberg, Perbix, and then Hedman, Chernak, and Sergachev is the D corner. No shots for Rielly, 2 for, let me double check this here again. So 2 shots Kucherov, 2 point, 2 Sheary, none for Stamkos. And that's pretty much the main things that you see right now. Again, Minnesota-Chicago will be the late game. That's also on TNT. I'm covering the one lone game today. That's not. It's only a 3-game night. NBA scoreboard. What do we got today? Not a lot of games today as well. This could have been an easy off night, but we'll take Thursday, Friday before we get into the college assignment. Thursday will be the off day for me for sure. Heading into the 4th, the Hornets have a 101-96 lead. Again, that might be the who cares section of it because Charlotte is 10-39 and Toronto is 17-33. Scotty Barnes 15, RJ Barrett 15 for the Raptors. 36 for Miles Bridges. He has been on some sort of tear this year, the 25-year-old Michigan State Spartan. Probably coming back from all those troubles. Hopefully has motivated him to play some better basketball. 14 of 17 from the field, 5 of 7 from deep, 3 of 4 from the line. He's got 7 assists, 5 rebounds, and 36 points. Very good performance for him. Cavs trying to continue their win streak. They're just holding on to a 95-90 lead over the Kyle Kuzma-led Wizards. Donovan Mitchell has 29. The Spider with 29, 7 rebounds and 5 assists. Evan Mobley, 22, 7 rebounds. Kyle Kuzma, the Flint, Michigan native, 11 of 21, 5 of 12 from deep. 19 points for Corey Kispert, the Gonzaga product, off the bench. Halftime, the Warriors lead at Wells Fargo Center against the Sixers, 48-45. Kuminga and Wiggins both have 11 to pace the scoring. Steph Curry at the half is 0 for 4 from the field with just 2 points. Balanced scoring for the Sixers. Tobias Harris is a rumored trade target. I don't know if he's going to get picked up by the Pistons again, but that's the rumor. I wouldn't believe that. I don't know why you'd want to go back there. 9 points. Sometimes you don't have a choice, I guess. Springer with 8. Martin with 7. KJ Martin. And that bench unit, especially now with Harden gone and Embiid injured, it's Tyrese Maxey and really nothing else. I don't know if they're going to be able to hold as much. I mean, they'll stay in the play-in side of it at worst, but they're missing some pieces. Celtics 1 point advantage. It's 82-81. Sadiq Bey with 20 for the Hawks. Trae Young with 15. Same thing for Onyeka Okongwu. He's got 15 and 8 rebounds. Kristaps has 20. Kristaps Porzingis an 8 of 11 shooting. Horford with 14. Tatum with 13. Brown with 15. Good balanced scoring as you would expect for the Celtics at the TD Garden in Boston. And then one more for you. The Spurs and Heat tied at 59. That one's at the Kinzie Center in Miami. Victor Wembanyama has 18 points and 9 rebounds with 2 assists, a steal and a block, and a +5. And it's Bam Adebayo with 16, Tyler Hero with 14, Jimmy Butler quiet so far. 2 of 3 shooting, 4 for 4 from the line with 8 points and 7 rebounds. The late games here for you. I don't even know why I want to say this. The one is on ESPN, Pelicans Clippers. That could be interesting to watch, but I've seen the Clippers a bunch of times already. I might have to actually watch the Pistons game a little bit with some of the trades, even though they're 6-43 against the Kings for 21-20, just to see what happens before the deadline if they have any other news and who could be kept out of the game. I will jump right back in. We went through the second period intermission. We've gone through the NBA trade deadline, some scores, the NHL scoreboard, some other stuff there too. All that's left is to finish this third period and then write the story. And then I will see you guys back on the weekend side. But when we come back, we'll call the third.
But if we're being honest, we can't compare style points. At least not yet. Know more about every stat, every shift, and every star. NHL Edge.
eBay authenticity guarantee is checked by experts. Every stitch, tag, and logo. So you'll always get that feeling of real.
You're such a good listener, Thomas. You make me feel so special.
You are special. You don't mind if you could just.
This makes me feel really special too, because Discover's giving me cash back on debit, not just credit.
Actually, Discover gives cash back on debit to everyone.
Everybody?
Everybody, if you could just.
What about Debbie John? All those years that I couldn't find my bike, it was in her garage. Like, she gets it.
If she has discovered cashback debit, then yeah.
Introducing Discover Cashback Debit, a checking account with cashback for everyone.
Sometimes life can be like this. But with certified pre-owned quality and safety you expect, it can be more like this. And this. Certified for growing families. Certified by Volvo.
Chicken Farm just got an upgrade. The new Chicken Parmesan Meatball Sub from Firehouse Subs features savory chicken meatballs, shaved Parmesan, melted provolone. ESPN Plus. Live sports. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive articles and tools. Top leagues and tournaments. Best stories in sports. On ESPN Plus. Live sports.
So for prosperity purposes, we're going to be starting the third period. It's still a 3-2 lead for the Toronto Maple Leafs. I flipped over to the Sportsnet feed now. I've had enough of the Bally Sports Southwest feed trying to just cut in and out on that side. It's not been clear, so we'll see what happens if the Sportsnet feed can stay here. Whether I know it's not the internet on that side, there ain't any issues. So I think it's just their issues having with the feed. But we'll just stick with the Sportsnet side for now.
A little bit of cross check in front of the net. Marchment takes exception to that. A few moments later, a nasty cross check for the ribs. Marchment clearly took his number. He waited for his moment. As the temperature is ratcheted up, we'll see what this battle has in store in the third period. Chris Cuthbert and Craig Simpson at the call.
And the anticipated meeting between referee Mitch Dunning, who chose not to call a penalty on the play with Sheldon Keefe.
Always a better discussion when everything's ratcheted down a little bit, but an important one for Sheldon Keefe to at least get the opportunity to make his case. It's always interesting there as Mitch Dunning had the discussion with Sheldon Keefe, but made sure he went over to the other bench to beat DeBoer and sort of even things out. See what kind of third period with a one-goal game. 20 minutes to go.
So we flip back into the Sportsnet feed officially because I've had some issues with the Bally Sports Southwest feed. They did give you a good shot on Sportsnet for Jake McCabe getting all cut up. He was getting away with a couple nasty cross checks against Mason Marchment. Obviously, they took exception. He got absolutely blasted on the nose. He got busted up, no penalty call. And Sheldon Keefe met up with him for the third period starting. Like, hey, why don't you get those calls out there? He was really upset, a little animated on that side. So we'll see if anything comes with it. We know the heat in the kitchen has definitely been stirred up. So I got Chris Cuthbert and Craig Simpson on that side for the Sportsnet feed. But John, on your play-by-play man, we're going to finish out the rest of this 20 minutes unless we need OT. As Roope Hintz, a little bit of an overskate. Couple Dallas Stars go off sides. And Ilya Samsonov almost lost it in between his skates, but not before Morgan Rielly gets an opportunity to pick this one up now. Rielly along the end boards. It'll be an opportunity one more time for Essel and Dell. Now Seguin tries to go ahead and find this one off of a long flip. This is nicely picked up for Matt Duchene. And good back check for Tyler Bertuzzi. Could have stopped the goal scoring opportunity there. Duchene off a half spin now. Still dancing with it. It'll be an opportunity for Yanni Hakanpää as this is put around the end boards. Be picked up now as Seguin lost it momentarily. Gets it back off the end boards for a one-timer. Then goes for a shot that goes up the outside of the cage as Dallas finally will get a chance to pick this one back up. 18:30 left to go in the third. Duchene now has it. He is riding near the right side of the red line. He loses the puck. Dallas with an outstretched stick. They look desperate in this first period to come out here with some energy and try to tie this game. As Tyler Bertuzzi has an opportunity now. Benoit, they show him being held as this is sent around for Ryan Suter. And he will pick this up near the left side red line, try to slowly put this around the inboards. Easy read here for the Maple Leafs as they'll force the steal. Liljegren with a slapper, try to get reached back by Wedgwood, but he couldn't locate it as Noah Gregor is going to have to take a seat. And now Dallas, as this is jumped out of the air, trying to get partially saved by Domi. Picked up now by the captain, Cian Ben. Joe Pavelski lost it in between his skate blades. And now the Leafs might have numbers. It's Gregor. Drop pass. Domi couldn't find it in between his skates as Wedgwood was way out of the goal crease. And now the Stars will get a chance to relocate left to right. Jamie Benn now. And along across the end boards, it's Morgan Rielly as this gets centered around for Heiskanen. Tied to Landria. Here's a chance. It's canceled off nicely. And Bobby McCann has an opportunity. He's trying to make something happen off the rush there with Ryan Reeves and Bobby McCann. Reeves, no hesitancy to finish off a check for him. And Morgan Rielly with TJ Brody. They'll crisscross as it goes back to Morgan. 17:05 left to go in this third. It's a 3-2 advantage for the Maple Leafs. Three of them all on the power play. Backhand, try to step it in, maybe hit the outside of the post. Benoit racing in near the left circle. Shot gets blocked as this is recollected now for Mitchell Marner. Marner stays on his feet, can't hold the blue line, but I think he got the backhand in just in time as Jake McCabe. Auston Matthews, this play is still live right now. Matthew Nye's first line. Former Big Ten product here for college side of it, as this is Auston Matthews, recollected across the wall. I was going to say Minnesota Golden Gopher because I think that's what it is. Auston Matthews now, as this is in near the left side of the face-off dot. Roope Hintz, good outstretched pass. He's got it now. Robo crisscross. His shot goes way high. Robo gets an opportunity to maybe pick this one back up, as this is spun back around for Yanni Hakanpää, trying to find Wyatt Johnston. This will go near the left side circle. Back around the net one more time. Hakanpää lets it go for the screen, but Samsonov will find it and hold. And we really get our first stoppage of the third period. 16:03 left to go in it. 22-18 on the shot board lead for the Stars. And the last shot they showed on the Sportsnet feed, Mason Marchment gets absolutely tattooed on a double reverse hit. He gets taken down again. And maybe that is some retribution there for Jake McCabe, who got absolutely opened up. So Domi, 3 shots, 3 attempts. All for scoring chances. And he's looked decent, as this is sent around the inboards now, but I would still give my edge for Willie Nylander on that side as far as top star. Bertuzzi will go ahead and try to make a lead pass for Nylander. Bertuzzi was there. Wedgwood gets absolutely eviscerated. And this will be Heiskanen now. Here for a rush for Harley, who jumped up in the play, the defenseman. And back around the inboards now, Morgan Rielly trying to go ahead and find it. Tyler Bertuzzi will finish his hit, as this is Wyatt Johnston in a good one-handed stop by Samsonov with the glove, as he gets the stick taps on the glass and the pounds on the glass from the teammates and the fans. And we get another stoppage here at the 15:29 marker. That is right into the catching glove. No problem there for Wyatt Johnston. Chance that was pretty good. Shots on goal. Read 24-20. John on here with you on the call. We got the Sportsnet feed now for the rest of the game. It looks to be no problem as far as the broadcast and the feed on that end. So that's what we're going to stick with. Auston Matthews, as this is won by Dallas. They're trying to keep this one in the offensive zone, but here is it brushed away from the Maple Leafs, and this will be blown dead against them. So they can't change their lines. As you're looking at Samsonov's mask on that side, it had a bunch of the Toronto Maple Leafs legends who are already in the Hall of Fame. So good honorary process there on the mask. It's hard to believe goalies didn't used to wear masks, and it wasn't that all that long ago on that side. Auston Matthews, 64% win probability on the draw, but he can't do it against Seguin. As this is sent down and cleared down by Domi. This will be an opportunity for Matt Duchene in his own end. Gets across to D here for Tyler Seguin, who gets punished near the player's bench and settled back down for Mark Giordano. Timothy Liljegren now for Auston Matthews, and this will be picked up one more time for Giordano. Giordano will send it in deep. 14:45 thereabouts left to go in this third. Here's a chance and what a robbery for Wedgwood, as he denied Marner of what should have been an absolute goal. It's a bad giveaway from the Dallas Stars, and the wrong guy to give it to, and Mitchell Marner, as it was Harley. He just loses it arbitrarily, and I guess Wedgwood came all the way out to meet the angle, and he cut off any chance that Mitch Marner had to lift it high. He just catched it right in the glove hand, so good work by Wedgwood. That's a gigantic save to keep this game within 1. Pontus Holmberg wins the draw. It's Benoit into the traffic now. There was a Black Friday Mall phone booth in front of the net. Pontus Holmberg sends it back to McCabe, and Wedgwood's got it in his glove, and he holds. Shots are now 24-22, as it's a 3-2 advantage still for Toronto. And Sheldon Keefe looks cool in his blue suit right now. You're looking at Ryan Reeves as well during the camera shot. He knows to bring the physicality. That's kind of why they brought in also Max Domi and Tyler Bertuzzi. Not all the moves have worked out very well for Brad Shielding on that side. Former Calgary Flames GM and now turned for the Maple Leafs. Kyle Dubas went from Pittsburgh on that side, from Toronto to Pittsburgh. As this is sent in now off the draw win one more time. Holmberg pin. Reeves gets it wide open pass, and this one goes wide near the left post. There was no goaltender in the net. Evgeny Dadonov watches, and this will go back to Ryan Suter, former Nashville Predator, as Bobby McCann will go and finish his hit. Ilya Samsonov will kiss it off the glass. This will stay in the offensive end for the Stars. Good reverse hit by Jamie Benn. Here's a slapper. This blocked amongst the traffic. Lindell let it go. Yanni Hakanpää through the screen. And this one will go wide. It bounced off Tyler Bertuzzi. Bertuzzi now off the backhand. Tried to find Pontus Holmberg. He gets hit in front of the referee. Hit again. No penalties being called here. There's a bunch of jostling. Bertuzzi loses his helmet. And the ref said, hey, that's clean. Just go ahead and get your helmet on and get back out there or take a change if you want. 13:25 left to go in the third. A pass from 100 feet. Maple Leafs will intercept. They'll get this in the neutral zone, and now it goes out of play. 13:21 left to go in the third. I think we might be taking a commercial break. It's a Scotiabank Wednesday night hockey between the Maple Leafs and the Stars. Still 3-2 lead for Toronto.
You do it for them. Heart Healthy Cheerios.
We love our house.
Great location, quiet
The
street.
garage is a bit of a black hole.
Yeah, everything is.
She'll be back.
Well, we gotta clean this place out.
See my winter coat in there? Okay, Henry.
Look, what is hideous. Oh, my summer jams mix.
At least that don't make bundling a home of car insurance easy. Saves us a ton. You buy my box of cords?
Okay, honey, throw me the hose.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
My name's Cody Archie,
And I'm Erica.
and we're first-generation ranchers from Central Texas. We use TikTok as a tool to inform people of what we do and why we do it. TikTok is helping us protect this way of life for future generations.
Make special pancakes today. All right, guys, guess what?
What will you try on your first visit?
Live sports. ESPN Plus Originals.
Power play's been a big story tonight. Wyatt, how quickly they've been able to execute just 3 power play goals on only a minute and 50 seconds of power play time. That one took all of 5 seconds off of the face-off one. The last one by Matthews, some offensive zone time, 42 seconds, and bang, all 3 goals for the Maple Leafs. Special teams goal.
Well, Matthews' goal gets it to 60 points on the season, so 8 consecutive years that he has hit the Leafs 60, as if that was it done this season.
Checking back into the play-by-play, it's 13:05 left to go in the third, and a clear hits the stick of Wedgwood, and this will be pressed the other way, but not before Timothy Liljegren forces a steal for Toronto. Trying to find Max Domi off a loft pass, and now Dallas might have a jailbreak right down the middle, set up Sam Steele to the left on a spin and turn. Still dragging up the back handle, funneling toward the net, and this will be Domi now. Off his backhand, he'll go ahead and let the forwards take a change for Sheldon Keefe's squad. Peter DeBoer's squad will go left to right in the Dallas Stars in the rest of this period. They are in the road whites with the victory green tops and the black pants and green striping. The Toronto Maple Leafs in the all blue with the white striping at home at Scotiabank Arena. John Tavares, who's going to be a free agent at the end of the year, will dump this one in. Again, he's been part of the core four. Will he still be there? Tyler Bertuzzi in around the end boards now. Now that you're paying William Nylander, Mitch Marner, guys like Auston Matthews, Morgan Rielly, all of them big bucks, you got to be able to fill out the rest of that roster. John Tavares will send this one back now as this is in across the red line side. Tyler Seguin loses it for a moment. Wyatt Johnston will pick it back up. Tavares had it bounced off his stick and absolutely loses the helmet and drops the stick as one of the Leafs trying to get back on side here, keep the play going, as the stick is outside the blue line, but the helmet's not. Play still underway, though. 11:35 left to go in the third. It is the Leafs trying to get this near the left side wall. Stolen again. Johnston tried to Centered out in front, turned back by Duchene. One-timer goes wide. Hakanpää let it go at 90 miles an hour. Brody. Now for number 34, Auston Matthews. Good skate off the backhand. Still working his way through. Now it's Morgan Rielly off the tip from Matthews. That one goes off Wedgwood's stick shaft. Picked up now by 34 as he sends it towards the net, but it gets blocked by Lindell. Now this will be settled down by Mason Marchment. A bad giveaway. Matthews with a fire. And this one goes up and out of play. And Mason Marchment slams his stick against the glass in disgust because he knows he can't give the sniper like that. Those kind of hits. Matthew Nyes gets absolutely bottled up in the defensive zone. And Auston Matthews hit a shot that got a piece of Wedgwood and then hit the glass. Went up and out of play. 19 blocks this season, 2 tonight for Matthew Nyes. 11 minutes left to go on the third. Shot board is almost dead even now. 25-24, but Toronto holding on to a 3-2 lead. Joe Pa. And on the draw against Pontus Holmberg. And this will go back to Dallas, but it's still very contested. Ryan Reeves trying to get back out there and find it. He forces a steal. Put around the inboards now. This will be an opportunity for Bobby McMahon. McMahon now number 74 loses the puck. They can't get it out again. Pontus Holmberg turned and fire a slap shot. And this goes off of Wedgwood. And Toronto has to check back up on sides. They'll dump it in, take a change. This will be an opportunity for Joel Hanley. Has it now. He's out there with Ryan Suter on the third line side. As Toronto brace for a reverse hit as Jake McCabe's already busted up on the nose. He got cut up pretty good as we were ending the second period. Nicholas Robertson, Max Domi off the long flip. This might find Nick Robertson trying to battle through a couple of stick contacts. This would be the first time the younger brother Nick said we would lose a game to Jason Robertson on that side because Dallas had lost their last 5 against Toronto on that. And if that is the case, if Dallas comes back and wins, I don't think that's going to be the case, though, at this point, the way that this looks. Looks like Jason Robertson is going to go 0-6 against his younger brother on the Toronto Maple Leafs. Here is Bertuzzi with the steal, trying to get this one in between the circles, and this will be flipped down by Dallas. Dallas will get a chance to recollect with TJ Brody as the camera just cut. Bertuzzi cross pass doesn't find anybody but the Stars, and now sent back in by Morgan Rielly. And Scott Wedgwood will stop it in behind his cage. And now trying to push the other way. Wyatt Johnston. And off the inboards now he's got Hakanpää as the trailer. But Toronto is there. Good defense from them. Nice pickup now for Willie Nylander. He'll sail a shot toward the goal. It handcuffs Wedgwood. But he looks behind him. Makes the save and he holds on. We'll get a TV timeout. Shot board is even at 25 now with Willie Nylander's latest wrister. 3-2 still to score.
The war is expanding. All worlds within the classy veil will be soon.
This difficulty demands a specialist, an ease specialist.
That's God, makes it easy to get covered for what you care about. Cars, sure.
And what about the wallprint?
There you go.
Oh, that's from the cartridge.
Going in.
From cars to renters to jewelry, it's easy to Geico. eBay Authenticity Guarantee is checked by experts. Every stitch, tag, and logo. So you'll always get that feeling of real.
Chicken Farm just got an upgrade. The new Chicken Parmesan Meatball Sub from Firehouse Subs features savory chicken meatballs, shaved Parmesan, melted provolone, and toasted Italian seasoned breadcrumbs. Only at Firehouse Subs.
Your shipping manager left to find himself, leaving you lost. You need to hire.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Indeed Instant Match instantly delivers quality candidates matching your job description.
Live sports. Getting used to these tight games. 3-2 Toronto with 9:05 to go. You think about Detroit and Colorado and the game Monday. where the Leafs squandered points late in the game and could nothing test here.
All the talk is about building towards how you're going to play in the playoffs, but along the way, you've got to make sure you get there. And these are the kind of points you can't let slip away. I found it interesting, Sheldon Keefe, the last game when they got it to 2-2 against the Islanders. The fact that he doesn't have the Iron Core camp, really reliable guys defensively that you could put key minutes in. It'll be interesting how he uses his bench.
9:05 left to go in the third will be John Tavares with an opportunity here on the draw against Wyatt Johnston, the youngster, that will actually win this one. As this is set now here for Dallas for a long outstretched pass. It's a stick battle. Are we going to have a penalty shot? Yes, we will. The Dallas Stars are going to get a penalty shot. Evgeny Dadonov was absolutely stuck in a battle with Mark Giordano, and this is a golden opportunity for the Dallas Stars to tie this game. And Ilya Samsonov's going to have to carry the plays. Mark Giordano got his stick caught in all the wrong places here, and the ref immediately points the hand out. The other side, Evgeny Dadonov has already got one. Can he do it again? Here it comes across the center circle now, left side blue line, in between backhand, forehand series. He scores! Evgeny Dadonov on the penalty shot, and we're tied at 3. Man, it never ceases to amaze that when you make a mistake at a critical time, as Mark Giordano did, and already has one series of backhand, forehand, and what a lift over Ilya Samsonov. It was an outstretched pass off of the defensive zone draw win from Wyatt Johnston, and Giordano just gets beat. He has to hook, forces a penalty shot of Evgeny Dadonov. 3 of 4 in career penalty shots, makes no mistake, and we're tied at 3. So this is Brody now. He almost turns it over. Morgan Rielly Dadonov with his second of the game, 12th of the season on the penalty shot. As this is sent back around the end boards, Auston Matthews wrap around. He gets denied as it's Mitchell Marner. Back to Matthews. Matthews now back to Marner between his skates. He's dangerous. He scores! Mitch Marner! 30 seconds apart. And now the Leafs have the lead again. Back-to-back goals in electric fashion. And the Leafs take the lead. What a game that this has been. Auston Matthews gets denied off the wraparound from Wedgwood. And then Matthews finds it. And the high slot, Marner, patient, zigzag his way through the left circle, finds the puck between his skates, collect forehand, backhand, lift, shot over Wedgwood, and just like that, the Leafs are back out in front, and Mitch Marner, no mistake, he says, slam dunk, I got this thing. 4-3 lead now for Toronto. That was an electrifying about 35 seconds. As this is sent the other way, Tavares have to pick it up now. All of a sudden, the Leafs got the lead. The Leafs got energy. It's Tavares. Full spin. Nylander scores! Another goal for the Leafs. 3 goals in a minute. Now Toronto's got a pair, and they're up by 2. I can't believe what I'm watching here. 3 goals in a minute span. Tavares and a full spin. Drops for Nylander. They were buzzing near the left circle. It's a short side snipe low. Wedgwood, no prayer. He just saw that sail right behind him. And this offense has exploded here in this third. And now it certainly looks like Toronto has put in the kill shot. I shouldn't say that with 8 minutes left to go in the third. But man, oh man, ever since the Evgeny Dadonov penalty shot goal, which I swear to you was only about a minute and a half apart, this game has completely turned a different way. So Marner has it now. We'll see if things will settle down as Toronto will get a chance the other way. Rielly, Marner with his 22nd from a fantastic feed from Tavares on that set from the half spin. As this is set now here, Brody has to absorb a hit. 7:25 left to go in the third as it just eludes Nick Robertson and now Harley. And Dallas, they had a heck of a game, but this just completely turned as this is sent back in. I mean, what is Seguin Dadonov thinking? He just ties the game at 3. Then all of a sudden he looks up. Maybe if you put your head down for a minute and you're looking at your phone, it was 3-3. Now it's 5-3 Toronto. So Dallas has it. Marchment, touch pass, and 1 too many there for Heiskanen. And now Ben off the chase as this will go back to Peter DeBoer's squad. Shots on goal are now 29-26. Here's an opportunity. Dallas, Heiskanen bounces up into the air. Don't know if this bounced off the netting or into the glove hand, but we will get a stoppage. 6:41 left to go in this third. That was the most electrifying portion of this game, no doubt about it. 3 goals in the span of about 90 seconds, and this game has completely turned now. Dallas had tied it 3-3, and back-to-back goals just completely turn it around. And Marner, Matthews, and Willie Nylander again from John Tavares. Core 4 has carried the business, as you'd expect they do. Here's a slap shot, goes way wide. Now after the 3-for-3 on the power play, a couple of even strength goals here for Toronto. Nylander now. Good cross pass, trying to get picked up by Bertuzzi. Nylander, that's a good shot. There was Tavares out in front. 6:20 left to go in the third. This is funneled toward these circles. Bertuzzi gets all turned around. Now Tyler Seguin's got to make something happen. I'll chip and chase it, but there's 3 Leafs there. And Benoit puts it the other way as this will go up in the air. Suter now for Yanni Hakanpää as he'll gain it across the red line. Suter will watch as this one is picked up by the Leafs. It's John Tavares who has it off his backhand. Gorgeous sauce pass. It's Matthew Nyes now as they've shifted the lines. Nyes will try to win a puck battle, but he gets all turned around as well. It's Joe Pavelski now. I'll go ahead and push this one ahead. 1 win in the last 7 games against the Maple Leafs for Dallas. 1-4-2 in that stretch. It certainly looks like they're going to be 1-5-2. They just do not match up on that side. And I think the one thing on this side is you always know about Toronto and their elite ability to score, especially in the core 4. But you have guys like Robertson, Wyatt, Johnston, Ty Dellandrea. You've mixed in there, you've got some young talent. But I think they're just too young on that side for those 3 guys in particular to be able to match up with these superstar forwards. You got to be able to deny the space and time, and that really is hard to do. When Auston Matthews, you think about it especially, if not for Connor McDavid, he's probably the 2nd or 3rd best player in the league behind Nathan McKinnon and McDavid. 5:20 left to go in the third. Because this is sent around the end boards now. Dallas desperate to try to make something happen, but I don't know if they have any more energy left, especially off the back-to-back. It wasn't a bad road game, but Wedgwood, I think, got bludgeoned a couple times, and Dallas got beat on a couple assignments. They got beat on some penalty kill where they've been beyond brutal on that side, and we'll go ahead and tailor those numbers into the story, but they're almost about 35% the last 5 games on the penalty kill. That's just not going to win you any games. Pontus Holmberg now. Try to go ahead and recollect. Holmberg will watch this fall back to Morgan Rielly, as Rielly now will settle it back down here for TJ Brody, former Flame as well. As this is sending it for Pontus Holmberg. Holmberg tried to center it out, but Suter cancels him away. 4:30 left to go in this third. It's Mason Marchment. Good reverse hit, takes him off the puck. It's Nick Robertson. He tried to snipe the top right corner. Max Domi puts it around the inboards now, and Marner better be careful, and Noah Gregor better keep his head up here. The cavalry might be coming. 4:10 left to go in the third. As it's sent around the inboards here, Marchment will watch it. Settle down for Samsonov, who's had a decent enough game. Toronto's been able to provide the offense. Settle down here for Toronto. Gregor gets hit again. As this is put around the inboards, Yanni Hakanpää will try to recollect. It'll be Robo. Go ahead and turn and spin. Jason Robertson. Glove this one back down as it's Rielly. And off the inboards here, Nick Robertson tied up a little bit. 3:41 left to go in the third. I think we're going to get one more TV timeout. It was Evgeny Dadonov tied the game up there with a penalty shot, but Mitch Marner and William Nylander from a gorgeous setup from John Tavares makes it 5-3 as we're in the home stretch.
Closer to the names you know and need to know. Closer to all the games, all the time. Get closer to everything you love with the NHL app.
I'm so glad you're my personal shopper.
I'm your bodyguard.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Day and night.
I actually only work the day shift.
Well, then, who am I talking to at 3 a.m.?
I think you're confusing me with your Discover card again.
I am?
Yeah, that's their 24/7 customer service. They also protect you from fraud on unauthorized purchases.
Oh, really?
24/7 customer service.
What do you protect me from?
Mostly yourself.
And $0 fraud liability.
Oh.
You can make money the hard way as a bullfighter or a human cannonball, or save money the easy way with Xfinity Mobile. Existing customers can get a free line of our most popular limited plans.
We're under 4 minutes here, and Toronto's got a 2-goal lead.
Millions of connected to America's most reliable 5G network. Sure is a lot safer than becoming a stuntman for money. Get a free line of unlimited intro for a year when you buy one unlimited line. Plus, get the new Samsung Galaxy S24 on us.
New projects means new project managers. You need to hire. Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job, you immediately get your short list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job criteria. Visit Indeed.com/job and get started today.
Live sports. Marner that looked very similar.
Very similar. You get in tight like he has been here. Just a quick look at the wrist to get something over the goaltender against the New York Islanders. What a beautiful play with his feet to keep it alive, but it's something that he's really got a knack for. Look at 13 of his 22 this year with that little quick wrister. It's something he continues to improve upon, and the shooting percentage beside it shows just how much.
8 goals in his last 13 games.
We'll check back in as this goes near the goal crease and somehow finds a way to get spit back out. TJ Brody gets absolutely destroyed near the left side boards. Max Domi now for Pontus Holmberg. Holmberg finds a way to pick this one up. Here's a drop. Domi trying to find McGregor, and this one gets picked up off the skate. Dallas Stars trying to race the other way. They'll clear it in. Samsonov, take no chances. McCabe gets it again. You know he's going to want some retribution there. He got busted up pretty good on that side in the second period, as we mentioned. Jake McCabe doesn't want to take any sort of slack here at this point. I don't blame him. Essa Lindell and him will exchange words. Again, at that point, you don't have really time to get the stitches. The glue is kind of opening up a little bit again. You see the blood might come a little bit from the nose as Essa Lindell ties up a little reverse hit, kinds of run into Benoit, his own teammate, and then he kind of pushes Lindell around and grabbing him by the neck and then punches him right in the nose. There's Essa Lindell where he was already cut up. 112 hits this season, 4 today for Jake McCabe. So the net is empty, and the Dallas Stars are trying to pull out all the stops. They're already done a couple goals with 3:03 left to go in the third. What can they do here? Robertson to the traffic. This one is hit down, and Marner could waft this thing. He might put it in the empty net. As this one goes just wide, the ref is right there. This will be iced, and the top line will stay out there. It's probably okay there on that side, though. They're not really tired. They just got a chance to win it after a Robertson shot and send it down. So, again, CBC's broadcast will be 6:30 on the side for Hockey Night in Canada as the Toronto Maple Leafs will get a chance to start this back up again from the Wednesday contest. Peter DeBoer looks on. Jeremy Benn against Auston Matthews. Auston Matthews make it 11-24 as Jeremy Benn wins it. Now 5-9. Here's a shot of the traffic, bounces up, hits Samsonov. It's still very contested near the left side red line. Jimmy Benn will find it. It ends up going back to D. It's Seguin. He shoots it wide as nobody can hold the bumper. And this will go back to Miro Heiskanen. 2:25 left to go in this third. Shots on goal are almost dead even at 31-30, but Toronto's got a 2-goal lead. The yawning cage for Dallas. It's 6-on-5. Find the entry now. It's Matt Duchene. He'll stop and turn as this is back to Heiskanen. He'll send it across and get it right back to Miro. Now Seguin near the right circle. Extra pass, touch pass in front, trying to find Pavelski. And now Willie Nylander misses the net. And there'll be another race for the puck. This time won by Seguin. 2 chances at the empty net. One would have been tough for Mitch Marner. The second one was a little bit easier for Nylander. Really tried to ice this game away, but probably already is, with a 2-goal lead, but he missed it wide right. 1:59 left to go in the third. Toronto has a 2-goal advantage. Dallas has their net empty. They won the draw, but they can't hold the line as Heiskanen loses it in between his skates. Top line still out there as they've mixed it a little bit, for Dallas at least. And now Nylander will get it out. As this gets across the center ice side, Mason Marchment fires it back in. Dallas got to retrieve this puck. They get about 90 seconds in which to do so. They got to score 2 goals. They did it against Nashville, as this is picked up now for Heiskanen. Now an opportunity, scores! Dallas makes it a game. It's an opportunity for Wyatt Johnston. It's 5-4. 1:25 left to go in the third. The youngster makes it a 1-goal game. 1:25 left to go in the third. How did it happen? Evgeny Dadonov providing the screen. Johnston gets the pass near the left circle, and then the screen evades, and there is pretty much no space except for the bottom right corner, and it takes a deflection off a Leaf and goes in. So NHL high 17 comeback wins this season. Wyatt Johnston gives the Stars life. It was a ping pong ball off of the Leafs. So Wedgwood back in the crease. He stops the puck and now immediately is going to run to the bench. Wyatt Johnston with his 15th at 18:35. Can Dallas hold it in? Joe Pavelski put it around the inboards. Duchene. Now, high slot defense, back to Robo. He's out there again. Duchene touch pass for Pavelski. Shot gets blocked. Put around the inboards now for Matt Duchene. He was the free agent pickup. Duchene is a bad fumble on a pass. Toronto has an opportunity to pick it up with Auston Matthews, and Pavelski was there to deny the opportunity. Shot board dead even now at 31. Dallas scored off an empty netter from Wyatt Johnston. They need one more. They got 30 seconds left to do it. Here is a long pass. This one will be iced again against the Leafs. Again, I said about 40 seconds ago, the 2-goal lead, that I thought this would be safely done. But Toronto has missed the empty net 3 times. They've iced it 3 times. Dallas has already scored once off of a Wyatt Johnston pinball chance. And now Peter DeBoer is going to say, hey, let's get our reinforcements. We're running with our top line for the rest of the game. We need a respite. Take a timeout with 27.2 left to go in regulation. This would be one hell of a turnaround right now if the Dallas Stars can find a way, because if they fall, they'll fall to 1-4-2 in recent games against the Leafs. They were down a couple goals. Sheldon Keefe's squad was up by a couple with about 95 seconds left to go in this game. Now 27 seconds left to go. Dallas only down 1, courtesy of a Wyatt Johnston redirection off a Leaf. Shot board is at 31. Toronto's got a 5-4 advantage. It's Ben and Matthews. Ben won the last draw. Matthews has got to win this one for Toronto if they want to preserve a big 2 points. Matthews, he can't win it as this is picked up now for Dallas. This will be an opportunity. Roope Hintz cross pass near the left circle, trying to find a lane. Touch, Hintz, 1T, it goes wide, goes around the goal crease and goes back down the ice. And now Dallas will have to really hurry up here. They got to slap shot this thing down the ice, down to 3, down to 2. They're going to run out of time. And the Toronto Maple Leafs hold on and get a 5-4 victory over the Dallas Stars. That was a very entertaining contest. Dallas made it close. Toronto holds on for a big 2 points, and they can try to keep that lead in the WC1 a little bit safer from the Red Wings with 2 big points today. They win 5-4 in regulation. This game got a little wild in the end. It got a little bloody. Jake McCabe took the worst of it on that side, but Toronto takes 2 points. They beat a good Dallas team, but that power play, 3 for 3 tonight, as the Maple Leafs salute the home fans. They were just 2-6 in their last 8 games at home, and they're going to try to change some things in this second half to start. They get a big win. I will see you guys Saturday with a duel in the D, Michigan and Michigan State. Peace, everybody.